Welcome to the From the 108 podcast, starring the drunk uncles of White Sox Twitter. He's a Twitter like whore, an Instagram thirst trap, and your grandma's guilty pleasure, BeefLoaf. A West Coast attitude in a decidedly Midwest body, MySoxSummer. And your host, he's sharing obscure music thoughts to give you time to hit the bathroom, Chorizy-E.
Thank you, Chorizy, and welcome to the From the 108 podcast. Get ready for some baseball, beer, and bullshit. And remember the drinking rules. If BeefLoaf says allegedly, or that he manifested that, you drink. If MySoxSummer talks about the gym or tells us he simply did not have time, you drink. And if I read a letter about our bobblehead that Robert Redford sent us from heaven, you drink.
Yes. Yes.
And of course, you can make all of us drink for $1.08. Or more. We prefer more.
Please more. If you can do more, please do more.
But speaking of drinking, BeefLoaf, what are you drinking? And where the fuck is MySoxSummer?
I alluded to where MySoxSummer might be. That's for sure. Allegedly.
Couple 2-tree afternoon coffees, afternoon milkshake, maybe.
Exactly. Too much iced coffee. You go. What am I drinking? I toned it down a little bit. Got a little bottle of Chenin Blanc here, and I got an ice bucket too. Let's keep it nice and cold. I enjoy Chenin Blanc. I'm a big fan, if you will, of this variety. Also,
I do like a Chenin Blanc. I will admit, I do like that. That is not on the quest. That is not on the quest. Just to clarify,
not at all. Not at all. The comments are saying that I'm saying that MSS has dysentery. I won't go that far. I want to go that far.
Beef, you're using his internet though right now. I could see. That's
am I breaking up? I apologize.
Just a little bit. You're all right. You're all right. You'll get there. You'll get there, I'm sure. We'll see when when MSS wants to join and tell us what he's drinking.
Chorizy, what are you drinking?
Oh, I was gonna join. I thought you had a fucking plan, so I was letting you try to get it together. I was gonna jump in when you said I'm a big fan and be like, yeah, you are, fatty. You're a very big fan of everything there.
Oh,
loaf.
Hello.
Chunk.
I don't know where you're going, but what are you drinking?
I don't either.
Well, he was talking about how he's a big fan of whatever the wine was. I got some high noons. Yeah, that's all I got.
High noons today?
Yeah.
Are actual
is my
shit
shit not working?
Or fake noons? You're fine. You're fine.
No, they're regular ones. They're regular high noons. I think they got frozen because they got the bump on the bottom, so they don't sit right.
I didn't know if you had the Aldi's today. I know you get the Aldi's special sometimes. So
the Aldi's, they don't do like vodka sodas.
Like midday or something.
Is it Costco that you would get the ones from? The bullshit ones you bring to my house for the soak.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are Kirkland's. Okay.
I haven't bought those in a year though. So it's I learned my lesson. I didn't want to bring
Sun Cruisers recently. I mean, like, come on.
I have weird twisted teas. I thought they were the Sun Cruisers. They were actually Twisted Tea generics, and I mean, really, who cares? Like, I mean, you can just drink the regular ones.
When you bring those over, no one drinks them here. They're there for you, my friend. You know that?
Yeah, I know. I wait because I know you guys are high class. I get it. I didn't know. Exactly. I just try. I try. But so no, I'm not questing. And yes, I was pooping. I'm sorry. I had to poop. Okay, this is what happened.
I am questing because I had to like. When no one was giving us ideas, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take opportunity here to find another drink that I'm willing to drink that has Campari in it. Because I got to get rid of this Campari. So I found an Al Capone, which is basically it's basically a Manhattan with Campari as like the third ingredient. It's not great, but
good.
It did get rid of a good 2 ounces of Campari for me. So
we're like Campari, huh?
We're on our way. It's not that I don't like it. It's fine.
It's a good drop.
It's just you can only get favorite. You can only get like a regular size bottle of it, and you only use it like half an ounce at a time.
Right.
So I don't know how I'm ever going to get rid of it, but we're working. We're working.
Try it.
Well,
Yeah, Loney says Campari and syphilis. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the basic. That's
Good
the
team
basic
right there.
you can't get rid of either. No, and you have to.
I saw
disclose it
Campari and
before you have
syphilis
sex with somebody.
at the empty bottle one time.
Maybe
Cheers, boys.
empty bottle.
That's good.
That's the place I was trying to think of the other day that I saw Jets of Brazil. I think I called it the elbow room. It was the empty bottle because they had dollar bottles of Lone Star there, right? Or like some or
No,
Amber,
it was.
What was it?
I know what you're talking about. It's like a Wisconsin
Bach
beer,
or
and it's like some kind
something?
of Bach, and it's
Yes.
just like nondescript, and it was a buck. And
A buck
I
a
don't know if they
bottle.
still sell it.
Now
there.
that's not where we met up with Barstool Carl when he was higher than Drafts Balls.
No, that's Beef
the
Kitchen. That's
Beef Kitchen. Okay, that's where we were at with that one. Okay.
Let's get a drink here. John Nava says, "Cheers, gents. Tuesday was an all-time event. I'm so happy I went. Good to see you guys again. Cheers, John."
John, it's great to see you, my friend. Sorry to hear that your bottle was stolen. That was crazy.
First
What the
off-
fuck happened? How did it get stolen?
How did it get stolen? You're like, somebody took it out of my car. What? Just
Who
leave
had
the
access to
window
the car?
open, or what the fuck did you do? I don't understand.
It's an inside job. It must be someone who
You know
had
what?
access to the inside of his car. It's gotta
Well,
be.
let me tell you a little story, guys. Back in the day, a kid I was managing, he'd get like we do like company outing or something. He'd get a little fucked up, right?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It happens, right?
Yeah.
So I know that he gets fucked up when he goes out. He goes on vacation,
Oh.
and he tells me,
Leaves his
Hey,
window
man.
open in his car.
my laptop got stolen while I was on vacation.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, your drunk ass left it in a bar, didn't you? And I waited until he left the company to ask him. And I confirmed that I was right. But so, John,
You gotta beat on that.
feel free to come clean at any moment. Okay. You got all show, you could come clean. It wasn't if it wasn't stolen, you just got drunk and lost it. No harm, no foul. We'll still find you one, buddy.
Yeah, it will happen.
Well, actually, no. Someone said that they were going to give them theirs.
I did see that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was another fan that said, I'm not really collecting. I just want to be there for the night. And then they're going to give theirs to John. So I think it's good. So.
Let's see if we'll make sure that happens. If it doesn't happen, you are a good fan, a good 108 fan. So we will take care of you. Unlike
All right.
some of the people asking for them.
K Dog says, buddy, the White Sox video they posted all on IG. Beef, we got to do something, bro. I know where you're going with this. All right, we're a little too voluptuous right now, and that's where I'm working on it, baby. I'm working on it. I was supposed to be BeefLoaf to Beefcake last winter. Didn't work out. We had a stressful winter. We couldn't get it done. This is the winter. We get it done. BeefLoaf to Beefcake. It's gonna happen, baby. I was even telling Mrs. Beef today. I was like, I'm so fat right now. I'm tempted to cut my hair short and chop off my beard so I can no longer hide.
Oh.
There's no hiding behind the hair. You got
don't
to just
think you
deal
should
with
do
that
that.
big fat face every day. I'm debating. I'm
do
so
that.
close to doing that, boys. I'm so
Don't do
close
that.
right now.
Wait a second. No,
Don't
that's
do
the
that.
punishment for your wife, not for you.
It's
I
punishment for
gotta
us.
see me, you know.
You don't
It's
see you.
punishment for
You
us.
see yourself a couple times a day in the mirror. Bullshit.
Oh.
That's she's the
It's-
one that suffers. You shouldn't put that on her.
Got to do something. She's challenging me now. She says, "Do it, you coward."
Oh no!
She knows how soft I am. I want to do it because I'll be scared.
Oh my
Especially
god!
cut my hair off. I cut my hair off because I've told you guys this in the past. There's a certain age when you go short, there's no going back long again. And I don't know if Chorizy-E's quite in that age bracket. MSS, you and I are. If we cut our hair short, there's no going back long again.
No,
You're
so
a fuck up if you go back long again. No,
I recently started to grow it back out. Right, I was like starting to grow it back out, and
yeah.
you forget about how fucked up that in between stage is.
It's the worst.
And it was
It's
still
the worst.
still baseball cap weather.
Horrible.
Yeah.
No, just a fucking nightmare. Just a nightmare. Especially when you got gray hair. Like, so you guys don't know about this, but when you got gray hair and you wear all black baseball
I
caps,
do have gray hair.
and you got just the little tufts of gray hair, nothing looks older. Not like fucking
it's old
I
ass
could-
bozo.
I could be
disheveled over there.
I could be an absolute skeleton and I would look younger.
CJ says, as regional VP of long-haired, beautiful Maine Man Society, don't you fucking dare.
Let's
He's
get
holding on too.
let's get a drink from our guy CJ.
Let's do it.
He says, Jesus Christ, I am the worst White Sox fan ever, and I apologize. Congrats and cheers, and please forgive me, fellas.
Listen,
Cheers, CJ.
CJ, you
hard.
got it. Don't worry
it's
about
hard
it.
to get there.
No worries, no concerns. You're all good. Hope to see you. Maybe we'll see you this weekend. If not, we got to catch up soon.
Right. We'll have another event that you won't show up to. No big deal.
You see, this isn't very nice. See, we're talking about my weight, and then Sam Reeves got to jump on top, eat the like button.
Oh my god, this
I'm having
guy.
some issues here, Sam. And when I say we, I mean me. So let's take it easy.
Yeah, mostly you. Mostly you.
Only me. God damn it.
Now, Beef, with the fatness that you got going on right now,
Yeah.
are you going to eat at the tailgate this weekend, or are you going to be ashamed? So you guys are going to the tailgate.
Yeah, it's Lawrence's. I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some. I'm definitely gonna eat.
Oh man, there's going to be so many pictures of you.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to be beautiful.
Diet starts tomorrow.
The picture of me eating that huge fucking cheeseburger at the playoff game. What was that? Was that game 4 of the ALDS in 2021?
It was game 3.
No, I think it was the day game. It was the day game the next day. It was day 4. It was after the rain delay. Yeah. No, because the Sunday night game was not. No. That was we were jumping up and down and luring and all that. This was eating our emotions when the Sox were down already.
Those are good burgers.
Or no, it was Carlos Rodon fucking sucked. Yeah, it was game 4. Like they were good burgers, but that shot of me, man. There's never been a fatter picture of a guy shame eating a burger.
Well, until the picture of you in Ken WO. That is pretty fat.
That is the fattest picture.
That might be the fattest picture you've ever taken.
Couple of hungry hippos.
The Kermit the Frog boobs pic is also another pretty fat pic of you.
Been a great year.
There's a lot to choose from in 2025.
Not been a good year. I'll go that way.
It's okay.
MSS,
we still love you.
MSS, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. And as I alluded to earlier, I had to use the restroom before the show. So I was doing that and I didn't get my banter set up, but I'm getting it set up right now. And I'm in a group chat with like friends from like college, right? And like I get this picture today. I'm going to put the picture up. I'm trying to get the response of what's actually happening. But this is the picture that I get up. And it's 2 people on a road with a moose. And like everyone is like, what's going on here? Like what's happening here? And my buddy Ross, this is like sends me this response, or he sends this response to the group, and it is: the moose fell down the mountainside, broke its back legs, and didn't move from the road. The hippies are trying to do some weird shit to it. The moose ended up getting euthanized in the road and taken away.
Yikes.
So he lives in a remote area.
Yeah.
What's
funny about this story? I want to get. Let's get there.
Fucking funny. You don't find this funny? This hold on.
No, really.
I guess I can't. You can't really see. Maybe you can't see it because
fell, broke its legs, and had to be killed. I'm missing the joke. I'm sorry. It's just me. I have a poor sense of humor. Maybe I just didn't get it.
Maybe we need to know what the hippies were doing. I think maybe that's what I'm missing.
This is what I'm sorry. I guess trying to get to. I'm not doing a good job here. I'm sorry. My anus has spoiled my my great like fucking thing that I was gonna do today. It's not working very well. Hold on. My goddamn anus. I just thought it was funny looking at this, going that there is 2 people trying to pray that the moose's legs somehow start working again after falling from the top of a mountain. And instead of just going and getting like animal control to maybe put the animal out of its misery, rather than, putting crucifix hexes on this poor fucking thing and just hoping that it's going to walk like a fucking zombie or something. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
How do we know that's prayer? That didn't look like prayer. That didn't look like prayer to me. I mean, I'm Catholic, so I grew up Catholic, so I only know how
I feel like when you have your hands out like this.
This is she's like the lower.
This is like going here, and then this, and they're going like this, and I think that's like what you do. You're pushing the vibes on there. Yes. All right, I'm done. This didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out, so I'm good.
Well, at least we know that a moose died.
How are you doing tonight?
I don't even know where that is. Where is that again? Where's the moose?
I can't wait for Slim Mick to comment on this in 2 days.
Beef, how you doing tonight?
I blame your goddamn anus. I'm good, other than everyone making fun of me for being fat. I wanted to bring some to your attention. I saw this on Twitter. we were talking about, toxic people or people that waste your time or whatever. And I saw a list of the 6 types of toxic people. And I wanted to bring this to you guys real quick and see, one, if you know these type of people, and 2, kind of where you at with these, how many of these, like which ones are the worst to you compared to other ones, maybe not that bad. So the first one out of the 6 types of toxic people is the energy drainer. And the energy drainer, they make you feel tense. They put you down for no reason. They can't be happy for others' good fortune. Do you guys have energy drainers in your life?
I don't think I have an energy drain. I'm familiar with the type. I feel like I've extricated most energy drainers from my life.
You've removed them. You paired them back.
Because in What We Do in the Shadows, one of the vampires is an energy vampire, and so he just sucks the life out of people. Like just kind of like the sucks the energy out of them by being this type. So I think I was more aware of the existence of this. So it kind of I was able to flush these people out of my life.
Yeah. How about you, MSS? You got the energy drainer in your life at all? He's looking very stoked.
I think the internet just drained the energy out of him right now.
I may have knocked him off. Okay. Let's go for number 2. This is the fake complimenter. The fake complimenter gives you fake compliments. No shit. Lacks empathy. Puts you in uncomfortable positions. Chorizy, you have any? You run across fake complimenters in your day?
Yeah, this feels like a work, like kind of like you get work environment people like this. But you know what? Yeah. What's funny is I maybe falsely assume that like people are doing that on my tweets sometime.
Okay.
Like I get a compliment on a tweet and I'll be like, really? I don't know if this person really liked that or if they're just being an asshole. So maybe that's just me being paranoid. But I feel like the internet is full of this.
I would agree with you. I feel like I run into the fake complimenter all the time. And it's like, some of your, whatever it is pretty mediocre, not that great or whatever. And then you get a compliment for it and you're like, this person, they're up to something. I don't know what they're up to here, but they're up to some shit here. So I don't know about that. MSS, you ever run into the fake complimenter?
You know what? Yeah. I think the fake complimenter looks like somebody that I know that is actually a fake complimenter. So like it's like
so it's even more perfect.
Yeah, it's like you don't really know. Like I think you're right. Loaf, you're like it sucks, and if they're like, oh, that is really good, you're like, this person is stupid.
Yes, absolutely. Number 3 is the pessimist. The pessimist talks down to you to make themselves feel better. Only cares about themselves. Tries to talk you out of your dreams. How about you, Chorizy? The pessimist. You run into the pessimist.
Yeah, the pessimist is all over. The pessimist is everywhere. Like you run into these people fucking constantly, man. Like no matter how good things are going, like they can't see that anything good is happening.
Yeah.
They're just like, someone will get like a brand new thing, like brand new car or something. And they'll be like, oh, but the mirrors don't quite work the way that I like. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like that person is all over the place. You can throw a stick out the window and hit 15 of those motherfuckers.
I feel like for me personally, I try to shed as many pessimists as possible for my lifestyle because I'm generally
that's
pretty
a bad
positive.
idea.
No, I need to get rid of most of them. So I think a couple can hang around, but I got to get rid of most of them, Chorizy. I can't have that constant. It's just no.
You will always feel like you're living a much better life than people if you got a lot of those people around. They're just like,
I'm happy with my life without even with those people. I don't need those people to be happy about my life.
That. I need that. I need to watch Jerry Springer every once in a while. I just watch a rerun. Be like, those people are probably dead. Fuck them.
I think we're back to MySoxSummer down there. I don't know if he has a MSS. Man. Any thoughts on the pessimist? All right, I think he's cooked. All right, let's move on to the next one. The criticizer. The criticizer. We know the criticizer well. Doesn't support you in your decisions. Criticizes every move you make. Makes you feel like you can't do anything right.
I mean, that's just the internet. That's like, Twitter is the criticizer. Yeah, so like, yes. I don't know. I also need the criticizer in my life. I like
need the criticizer more.
around.
Yeah. No, I think out of the entire group here, I think the criticizer is the one I most need in my life. I just want someone pushing back against me, keep me motivated, keep me rolling. I'm MSS. What do you think about the criticizer? You think anything there? All right, I think he's still good. Okay. The last one, the manipulator. Or not the last one, second to last one. The manipulator. Oh, MSS is yeah.
It's twofold.
There's two pictures of him. The manipulator tries to control everything, pretends to like you and other people, wants to make every decision for themselves and others. Chorizy, the manipulator.
This doesn't look enough like me. It should look more like me.
You're not a manipulator, though. In my opinion,
I know.
You're a little more type A than you are. You'll just tell you I don't want to do it.
I'm more of an asshole, I think, than I am a manipulator.
That's true.
But this is one of the worst. I think this is the second worst in the list. I see the worst coming up. I see the worst.
Definitely the worst. MSS manipulator. What do you think?
You know what? The manipulator sometimes turns into the criticizer too, which drives me bananas. They're like, hey, they set everything up and then say, oh, well, this really sucks. And it's like, yeah, because you fucking suck.
You did it.
You did everything, and you're like, you were such a dick about everything, and now it sucks. But now you want to make sure that you know everyone knows that it sucks. But fuck, man, yeah, manipulators. The worst, dude. The worst. Like, just tell me this is what you want to do. Don't try to like also brainwash me or like do some Jedi mind shit and be like, don't you really want to do this? I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that. I told you what I don't want to do. Like, if you want me just to do it because you think that's the way it should go, then just tell me, go do this. Okay. I'm not speaking from experience or anything, or, anybody that I live with, but it's just like, just say you want me to do this thing. I'll fucking do it. But like, don't say, well, don't you think? It's like, no, I don't. Cause I told you already. So yeah,
that's what I want.
It's one of those slippery slopes, It
is. The last one is the victim. Oh. The victim blames others for the misfortune, constantly seeks attention from others, talks mostly about their excuses for failing. The victim, MSS, the victim. You got many victims.
This is the fucking worst. The worst person ever. I hate doing this, but like when people are like, oh, I'm late. And I'm like, oh, okay. Traffic. Bro. I mean, come on. Like maybe leave.
Who could have predicted
earlier? Right?
Who could have predicted traffic at 5 p.m.?
And people that are like, I was gonna make it, but oh Jesus, I ran out of time or something. This or that. And it's like, well, what? I mean, come on, like you understand all this? Like, it's not. The traffic didn't just appear. It happens all the time. Like, I can't go down. I can't be like, oh, yeah, you know what? It takes 15 minutes to get to my daughter's school to pick her up at school. I'll leave 15 minutes before I have to be there. No, I leave an hour before I have to be there. So I make sure I am 15 to 20 minutes early so I'm not late, because I don't want to be that late person, because I don't want to be the victim, because it just drives me fucking crazy. Like, it's just like, well, who could have predicted? Right. Exactly. Chorizy. Who could have predicted that this would go wrong? Because I did nothing to pre-plan myself to get somewhere.
Chorizy, the victim.
Fucking nuts.
You know what I hate about the victim?
What do you hate?
The victim is full of shit.
Yes, of course.
The victim is more full of shit than the manipulator. Right? Because MSS is making a good point. They're like, oh man, I couldn't make it because blah, blah, blah happened. No, it didn't. You just didn't want to go.
Right.
And now you're giving me a fucking I don't need a story.
Honest. Yeah. Just say you didn't want to go. He said, fuck this thing. I don't want to be there. It's fine. And this group right here, and the energy drainer, goddamn victim, fucking manipulator, the pessimist, I can't. I got to get rid of them. So I'm glad I found this list, and I'm glad you guys were able to indulge me here.
I love it. Like, that is just like my normal Twitter feed. Everybody is.
I'm okay with the criticizer. I'm with you.
And I love it.
I love a little criticizer.
I love it.
I want those toxic people in my life. Before I kick it over to you,
let's get some.
I'm going to say before I kick it over to you, one last thing. I'm giving away tickets. So if anyone in the comments right now would like tickets for Saturday's game, we're going to be doing the tailgate with the Chicago Sports Bums. Just do a super chat that says, I need tickets. And the first one, I'll get you a pair of tickets.
I got some too. So
hey, You had
first
my
two then.
tickets,
First
though,
two
right?
are going to get pairs of tickets. Let's go.
How many you need?
Remember, you were going to give me 2. Don't
Sure.
give away those
Okay.
2.
You got it.
Maybe I already did.
Oh. No. I said, can my kids win them? And you said, yes, they can. I'll just give them to you.
Super chat.
Okay, I'll have my kids super.
No, I got you 2. I still got 2 other pairs.
Up!
I still got 2. Still got 2 other pairs. But let's get these drinks real quick before we bring in our guy Sammy P. 1 second. Joey P says, "Salute me, hermanos. Bobbles."
Oh,
dude.
Joe. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate you coming out, baby. Appreciate that.
It's always good to see. It's always good to see Joey. Got Gordo. He says, "Cheers, boys." Cheers, Gordo.
Cheers, Gordo.
Gordo, appreciate you, baby.
I think we're going to see Gordo on Saturday too. So
God bless.
man.
he told me,
I'm
he
bummed
told
out
me he
I'm gonna miss
picked up
that.
something for me.
Nice.
I picked up something for him.
Oh, hello.
Nathan Sheba. He says, MSS talking about his itchy butt and then segueing to a moose
Too itchy.
and whether it should be shot. Oh, the From the 108 is back, baby. Cheers, Nathan.
Thank you.
Cheers, Nathan.
That's nasty.
It always is.
Now, fellas, I was
nasty.
gonna do banter with you guys, but I see that Sammy is available, and I told Sammy, "Hey, only 10 to 15 minutes tonight." And we know we can't keep that promise. We know we have to lie to him just to get him on the show. But
For sure.
if you guys, I don't know how you wouldn't know Sammy P at this point, but Sam Panianovich, he is one of the hosts of Bet Sweats on BetMGM Network. Check it out on YouTube. It's often on the Score, often on X.
Yep.
It's 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. I know that's not where he's at, so it's different time, but that's when I watch it. So I'm telling you guys the time I watch it. But we're gonna welcome to the show. We're going to talk a little Survivor. Sammy,
Hang on. Wait.
Have a seat.
There we go. You're on the seat.
before we get into the Survivor talk, yesterday I had some time to myself because we did the event. I thought I was going to be way more hungover. I was not, so I had the day off of work. So I watched this video my buddy sent me of like the most streamed songs of the 90s. Smells Like Teen Spirit, number 1.
Yeah.
Goo Goo Dolls Iris, number 3.
Wow.
Oh. Then I'm watching the Cowboys documentary, and every 5 seconds, someone's going, "I cried like a baby." And we just had Baloney on telling us about crying at a concert. Guys, are we not crying enough? Are we not crying enough? I feel I don't cry for any of these things, and I feel like maybe I'm like not secure enough in my manhood to cry like a little bitch. You guys, do you have this problem? I'll kick it to you first, Beef, before we get.
I'm trying to think. I have a good cry every once in a while, but it's not too. Usually, it's when I've been binge drinking and it's just coming down from the binge drinking. It's not even about anything. It's just my body releasing whatever is inside me. It's not even like the sentimental moment or whatever. It's just like my eyes start welling up because maybe the booze is coming. I have no idea why it actually happens, but it's like. But I'm
Sammy,
not really. I don't know. I don't cry.
You dropped 2 Survivor teams last week. Any tears?
Sorry, I was retweeting the show. My bad. I was being a civil guest, making sure that the tweet went through. No, I don't cry over gambling anymore. It's been a long time. Mostly just ask God why. I don't cry.
I almost cried the other night, but I didn't because I'm not a bitch. So no, it wasn't. Look, the times that I feel like I'm gonna cry, it's after the binge drinking session.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
coming down.
It's not
currently drunk.
It's a day later, right?
Yeah.
It's Monday after the Sunday, and I'm watching some bullshit drama or a documentary about something, and you're just like, that poor kid's growing up without a father. And then you just you well up or something, and you're like, I can't imagine.
I'm telling you, I don't even need a trigger. It's just pummeling myself with depressants for an entire week. And then it starts pouring out of me. It's not. It's just a physical reaction more than it is anything else. It's like I'm not even sad about anything, but my whole body is just like, you got to get this out of here. Get this the fuck out of here. And that happens.
A lot of feels.
Definitely not the triple cheeseburgers and Diet Coke. Definitely.
If it had more of that, it could maybe push back, but it doesn't.
It gives them a happy.
Maybe my tits fatter, Sammy, but maybe it'll make me cry less. I don't know.
Sammy, this is what I'm imagining though, because he always gets now he's on this kick of getting a 10 sack of White Castles.
This is why I'm so fat right
after he drinks.
Oh my God.
So I just imagine him weeping into a 10 sack of White Castles. And it should be tears of joy. It should be tears of joy.
That's pure passion and love right there. I'm lucky I don't have an erection when I'm eating that. That's how good that is.
There's nothing wrong with Whitey's, first and foremost.
No,
thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you, my friend.
Second of all,
I'm shocked.
I don't know if I've told you guys this story before, but the nearest one to my house is 3.5 hours away. And let's just say I've checked it on Google Maps at least 10 times since I moved out here. Like, I could get there. I could be on the phone all day. I could get some stuff done. Have not made the 3.5 hour commute. Problem is, it's 3.5 there, and then I got to go 3.5 back after taking down 8 doubles or whatever.
It's not gonna be good.
That's a risky ride. That's a risky ride.
At the minimum, it's windows down that entire ride, but other chancy things.
You got to have the kit in there like Bertoletti for when he drives home from an event.
Yep.
He's got
just
a
in case I shit my
shit.
He has a shit kit. Yeah, from eating competitions. Yeah, it's at the shit kit.
It's like a whole set of new
Some
clothes and wet
wipes.
wipes or something. Yeah, it's like
some dude wipes.
That makes sense.
Really though, it's still pointless because if you shit in your car seat, well, you still got to go. You got to sit in the other seat and drive home like this. Who the fuck? It's doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I'm gonna just put this out here, but I'm gonna say that Pat Bertoletti does never trust a fart after an eating contest. He's just
he probably never trust him.
I think I'm gonna stop by. I think he's in tune with his body enough to go like, I'm gonna shit myself if I do this. So I'm gonna pull over and just take it outside and see what happens.
Let's get this comment up here. I'll go ahead.
Sorry, I'd hate to interrupt the crying after sex comment. Keep going.
That is juicy. We got to get to that. John Nava says, "Is okay cry after sex?" Asking for a friend. MSS, you're the love doctor, resident love doctor here. Is that okay?
Absolutely, especially if you're disappointed in your performance, if you came too quick, or you threw out your hip, or you got a cramp. Like I 100%. You can do that all night. Cry all night after you.
I hurt my back a little bit the other night on my sauce.
That would have been a perfect time for MySoxSummer to fuck up a dick pill read right there. That would have been perfect.
Hey,
right there.
If Blue Chew wants to pay us, that's fine. And I'll take black market Blue Chews. I'll take whatever. Like if it's some guy that sells them on the corner of 35th and socks, I don't care. I'll sell whatever pills you want as long as the money is green. I won't take direct deposit from those motherfuckers. It's got to be cash though.
Attaboy.
Yeah. I know my way. I'm a city guy now. I understand this shit.
Sammy, before we get into the Circus Survivor, I need to know who you took in the many losers.
Miami tonight.
Okay, I'm on it too. We're not doing good.
Oh,
really?
No.
I couldn't even tell you the score. No,
I think they just tied it up. I think it's tied at the half. So
well,
I've got in Joe O's pool, I've got the Bills, and I took Miami and the many losers. They got to pull it out.
Double dip, baby. Double dip.
I'll be here after the show watching this shit like I was sweating the Cowboys. It's gonna be great.
Well, I want to ask you guys about that. We were sweating in real time. We were texting each other. One of the best Survivor sweats ever?
yes.
Has to
It's got to be, right? It's way up there, right?
Well, if you consider the fact that no kicker had ever kicked a game-tying field goal at the end of regulation and the game-winning field goal at the end of overtime, yes. I mean, the odds of that happening are exponential, where a guy splits a kick at zeros and then does it again to win the game at zeros in overtime. That's never happened before. So, like, from a minute standpoint, it's the most minutes of sweat, right? I mean, it has to be.
Most possible minutes of sweat. And the fact that the Cowboys, they played it safe once they got in the range for a 64 fucking yard field goal. Tracy, I'm watching them. I'm like, get more yards. Why are you making them kick from the other side of the star, you idiots? And sure enough, the guy fucking drills it. Shit would have been good from 80 yards. I was like, oh my God, it's good. I can't believe he nailed that.
So the Bums had I was telling Paul this story the other day. I was like, the Bums had their like watch party. And so the game switches over to Dallas at the end. right? After the Bears just got absolutely fucking pummeled. The game
Cakewalk.
switches over. We're watching it. And the 64-yard field goal, I was out of my mind. But what was more fucked up was now people are aware that this is one of my circuit teams for the week. They're kind of like asking questions and stuff. So it's getting down to the end of overtime. And they're like, well, you'll be fine, right? If they tie. And I'm like, no, this is the worst way to lose. This is
Not
like
fun.
I would much rather the team lose than them die. That is the worst way to get knocked out.
What's the opposite of fine? Dead? That's what it is.
That's what we were. What about that?
Eliminated?
In fact,
Killed?
it was not fine. Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. That would have been.
So, Sammy, we got circa this week. We've been talking on text. I think we're pretty good with Seattle, but we need your help here. We need to make a decision here. Are we going double Seahawks, or are we taking the Bucks with one of these? And the only thing I'll sell you on the Bucks about is that with Justin Fields out, it's 36-year-old Tyrod Taylor, and they're going to have to depend on the run. And the Bucks just don't give up run yards. They just don't give up any rushing yards. So should we split it, or should we go double Seahawks?
I came with 3 envelopes. Okay. Number 1, let MySoxSummer decide. That's envelope number 1.
You don't know. You don't even know who's playing this weekend.
That's the point. But isn't that more thrilling to let him decide? Way more thrilling. Yeah, because he doesn't.
You don't know the matchups. Just
He's not
pick out of the hat.
We're not going to pay him when we win. Like, he does not care.
No. Yeah.
So that's in the first package.
Okay.
Package number 2 is double Seattle. I don't want to do Tampa. And again, you guys are better at this than me. And I've said this on multiple radio stations. I'm a sub to you guys in this entry. I'll do whatever you want. And it gets more embarrassing every time I say that. But I really don't care. You guys are good at this. I'm along for the ride. So number 2 would be Seattle, because I don't want to do the 3 offensive linemen down with Tampa. That's a big deal.
I get that. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, 3 starting offensive linemen probably not going to play for the Bucs. I really don't want to deal with that. In the third package, you know the Bears are getting blown out, right? You know they're cooked on Sunday. They're dead.
No, we already took Dallas on one of them, though, so it would be a Dallas split, right? We have to go Dallas on another one, right?
We'd have to go Seattle-Dallas. We'd have to go Seattle-Dallas
because we do have one that doesn't have Dallas.
But it was
the Bears are going to get fucked up on Sunday.
It was funny because when the lines came out, I think it was Sunday night, and I texted you guys and I said, God damn it, we're on Dallas again, aren't we?
I'm in.
Sammy said it early in the week. He said, what about Lions? And Lions were only minus.
Oh, man, against the Bears. Yeah, it was just
we
wouldn't even had we would
a lot.
Would have had no worries. Would have had no worries at all if we picked the Lions. But
now a little thought here, Treasy, before we depth charge on the Seahawks. You know, the account, the Survivor Atlas account, projects what they think the percentage of teams are going to be in circa. And they have the Seahawks at 39%, like far and away the leader. So although I love the Seahawks, I'm with you guys. And also, I don't think the Seahawks can be usable again much down the road. You know, is this like a pure equity play to avoid the Seahawks and hope they shit themselves? Is there?
So if you look at that list, right? The Seahawks, like you said, we're not going to be able to use them again.
Right.
If you look at their schedule, it's very unlikely unless they run into somebody who's got like a quarterback with like a broken back or something. The Bucks and the Falcons, I think, still both have at least 1 or 2 games against the Saints, right? Like that,
right?
And
they've got those in the bag.
I think they both have 2 against the Saints. They both have some left against the Panthers. There's some options there. Buffalo, I think next week is like well, we have 1 option for them, so we only use them in 1. But
the game is going right now, so we can't use them. They're
already, right. But anyways, they're playing the Browns, so like that's next week, I think. So that's why we didn't take them. And Green Bay is
They have a good matchup, but they're in Cleveland. They're on the road. Yeah,
they have a good matchup, but I believe they're a Thanksgiving or Christmas game. So that's like if we want to hoard those teams, it's tough to take them. Atlanta, I would think about, but I'm kind of looking at the Dallas one now, going like, no one's gonna have that one.
Oh,
not after last.
The Bears
not
have
after last
they have no pass rush. I know this is not a Bears show; it's a White Sox show. Much more depressing, but they can't get to the quarterback.
Not sure either.
They just can't. They can't get to the quarterback. And I was looking at their injury report. I actually have it up on my screen because I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on the show. Let me know when to stop. TJ Edwards, linebacker, did not practice today. Kyler Gordon, defensive back, did not practice today. Jalen Johnson, out, not going to play. Jalen Jones, defensive back, did not participate. Grady Jarrett on the D line, limited at practice with a knee. That's 5 starters right there. 4 of them probably not going to play. On top of the fact that they can't get to the quarterback. So how are they going to stop Dak Prescott? I just don't. I mean, unless Dak throws 4 interceptions, which is always the great equalizer, like a turnover or a fumble or whatever. That's always the bugaboo.
The equalizer with the Dak.
Like, oh, Dak slipped again and fumbled into the end zone, and the Bears fell on it. Like, aside from that, how do they just honestly tell me how they win?
I think that there's just also some hilarity in us going Dallas after having to sweat out Dallas last week.
Really, we're going to put ourselves through this again. The Dallas experience.
But who's covering CeeDee Lamb?
No, I mean, with Jalen Johnson's the Bears' best player, and I think far and away. I don't even think it's close. He's their best player, and he's cooked. I mean, he's going to be done for the year, basically, right? I mean, he the groin again, right? The adductor.
The injury report says did not practice, unspecified. He's not playing.
He's not playing.
Torn.
It's cooked. Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you stop the pass? Dak could throw for like 400 yards, and I'm trying not to get crazy. You guys know me. I don't get like all hot takey and all that. If the Lions scored 50, Dak with a clean pocket could do the same thing. The only concern is like they're on the road and, Detroit was at home. Right. I mean, the total got hit from 48 to 51, and I don't know how much higher it's going to go, but wise guys have been betting the over all week. And I don't trust Caleb to put it this way. I don't trust him to deliver for 4 straight quarters. Like, he shows you flashes.
Right.
But do it for 4 straight quarters. I just don't trust him against Dak, period.
Right. You can't see him winning a shootout 38-35. You can't see him making that.
But I would bet against him winning a shootout. If anything, it would be the Bears win a defensive battle. But given what we just talked about, how does that happen?
Yeah. Who's on that defense to actually battle? So,
if this is MySoxSummer, if this is like an Urlacher, Briggs, Tillman team, then all right, we could win 17-14 Bears, but that's not the case.
No.
So MySoxSummer, the question goes to you. Double Seattle or Seattle and Dallas?
I think I like the double Seattle sounds fun, but also the having to sweat out Dallas one week and then have to pick them the next week is almost more fun. So I would say Seattle, Dallas. That's what I would take.
You get 2 bullets. You get 2 chances to sweat. 2 different bullets.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Seattle, Dallas.
Diversify your risk. That's what you push it out.
The only funny thing is this is when I still don't believe I can't talk myself into the Bears doing anything productive this week. I can't do it. I can't. I want to.
You've seen too much already.
But it's just you got beat down so badly last week, and I don't. Whoever runs the Bears hype machine needs to take over for some teams that are doing pretty well, because all we heard, Sammy, for 8 months was how this was going to be different. Now this is different. We got a coach. We got all this stuff. It's lock stock. I mean, I understand they played 2 really good teams, but you don't get beat by 30 some points. That's just depressing.
Well, watching the Vikings on Sunday night made me way more sad. When I was like, they can't move the ball at all. I was like, oh no, that's bad.
So apparently my 15 minutes are up. Would you like to put change in my neck and keep me, wind me up again, or what? Because I was told.
The only thing I had to ask you is that. And I know it's probably too early to know any real hard numbers or anything. This is just people that have been talking to you. Have all casual gamblers like myself just gone away after they put the 50-cent per bet tax on these things? Because I don't want to bet a $2 parlay or a $2 long shot or whatever anymore because I have to pay 50 cents just to bet it, and it's like now I'm losing $2.50, which $2 didn't seem bad, but now 50 cents. And knowing that the state of Illinois is going to take that 50 cents and use it poorly makes me even more angry. So I'm like, I don't even want to bet now.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything from people like going, I'm not betting anymore?
It just funds the city's next planned riot, which you know is coming at some point, right? Money into the riot fund. They're not going to fix the tollway, but they'll give the riot fund more money.
Well, they sold the tollway already. So
when you think about it, though, it's 25% of your bet. If you're betting $2,
yeah,
that's a big deal.
That's
you're
huge
smart
juice.
about it. A lot of people are like, "Oh, who cares? It's only 50 cents." And then my buddy bets like $1 or $2, and I'm like, "You're totally missing. You're missing everything. If you don't get it, you're never going to get it." I think people are just going back to bookies. Like,
okay,
and you guys know I'm from
offshore.
Chicago. I know that. No, like Chicago bookies.
Just the guy down the block. Yeah, the guy at the bar.
The guy you meet at 111th and Western with an envelope, right? Those guys.
Yeah, he didn't like me anymore.
When the tax went in, I got texts from a bunch of guys that I grew up with that still take bets, and they're like, they're all coming home to roost. And why wouldn't you? You don't have to pay 50 cents a bet, and you play on credit, money you don't have.
Right.
Perfect.
Even better.
And sometimes losing your life is more thrilling, like, so if you don't pay, you're like, hey, I'm getting in real big trouble here. If this doesn't come through, I get some guys off,
I was losing 50 cents. Now I'm down $5,000. What do I do?
Chase it.
The beauty of betting. Sammy, thank you for coming on and joining us.
I'm not leaving. Don't worry.
Yeah. You are more than welcome to stay. You are more than welcome to stay. You can stay as long as you want.
Jackie Treehorn wants to know, is Illinois the only state that has done that? The fee on the bet.
No, it's not, and it won't be the last. I mean, they've done a bunch of stuff like this in other states. I believe, was it New York that was first?
I think you're right.
And I
think New York was first because DraftKings went crazy about that. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I should know that, but I don't live in New York. Like, I know for a fact, like, the Illinois people are very upset.
How low of a bet do bookies lie? I mean, like, when we were betting a lot of offshore, Chorizy, what were the min bets? $10, $5?
$5 usually.
Depending on a lot of the places. I mean, like, the only, like the bar bookies or whatever, I mean, I think the limits are higher than that even. Like 20
but
$10.
You have to understand, and I say this because people don't know this, because a lot of people didn't grow up the way that we grew up, with either local guys or with the offshores.
With the offshore, yeah.
These books, like the local bookie at 111th and Western, is not going to let you parlay 7 guys to score a touchdown.
No,
like, that's not happening.
It's not part of the portfolio.
Yeah. You can't build an 18-legger in college football. You can't do that with the local bookie. That's how you get killed. Yeah. No,
they may have a stale ass line from a day and a half ago that has moved quite a bit. So like, there's some value. Offshore, you might get a plus 160, 170 teaser still.
That's
about it.
That's true.
Oh, somebody in the chat was asking me why I'm not drinking shots. Apparently, that's my thing. Should I go get a shot, or should I say no?
I mean, dealer's choice. What do you want to do?
I made a drink. It's been a long day. I woke up in New York at 7 a.m, and I got back to Boston at 9 p.m.
Oh man,
fuck!
This travel schedule, man, is insane. What you got going on?
It sucks.
Show you do that show in person, right, Sam? The is it Bear Bets or it's the Tonight Show? Yeah.
Well, last week though, I did it to myself. I met Chorizy at a Bears tailgate, and then did the show from Chicago on Tuesday morning. Did the show from Boston on Wednesday morning. New York Thursday morning. Boston Friday morning. That's my fault because I came back for the opener. But every week it's train down, train back, like 30 hours in New York, which I can report 85 and smells like garbage today. It's all over the place. All over.
Oh, baby. And we have more rats than them, but their rats are visible. Their rats are right out in the street there, man. Yeah. And they're huge. They're honkers.
They got more weight.
Fuck.
They got more weight.
Those rats might be Mexican, Chorizy. Puerto Rican at a minimum.
Puerto Rican rats.
Those are thick rats.
By the way, I do want to apologize. I really wanted to get back for Bobblehead night. I really wanted to. I did. If it wasn't on a Tuesday, I probably would have.
Well, yeah.
I did.
But
say,
it was nice to see Paul made it back. You know,
I got a spot right here. It's right here. This is
beautiful.
Position 1, right here.
You got to get Eloy out of there.
We got one
I
coming
don't
your
want
way.
him. I don't want him grubbing up on our
We'll
shit.
get you, Sammy. We'll get you set up.
Done.
There we go. Get out of there, Eloy.
Anything else you want?
Who cares? Now we got plenty of space. I'm okay with that. We'll send him one now. I'm okay with that.
No, you're good. Clears up for you,
Eloy's
my
head.
friend.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's ridiculous.
Look at his little fancy backdrop he's got there. That's
his job, man.
I know.
For a living, man.
I know. I just called it fancy. I didn't say what a freak for having this back there. I said what a fancy backdrop. I like it.
Let's. I think we missed the drink while all this was going on. And Gordo says, "I'll take handicap tickets." Do we have?
I don't have any handicap ones. I apologize,
them though. I think
give you regular
upgrade.
ones.
Yeah, you get regular ones, and then I think you can upgrade to a handicap. Actually,
we'll get.
I think you can go to I can't imagine you going to the box office in a wheelchair and going, "Hey, can you please give me the handicap version of these tickets?" And they say, "No, fuck off, you can't do that." I think they will just do it.
I don't know. I don't trust the White Sox.
I don't know how the Sox do anything. There we go.
I found it right next to the red breast. So
Perfect.
perfect. Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
How convenient. This could actually hold on. Wait a minute.
Are you going to drink out of Eloy's head?
Just cap it up. Yeah, there you go. Oh, close. It's close. God damn it.
Hate when that happens.
I'll Dremel it out to make it bigger for you next time you're in town.
You'll what?
Dremel. You use the Dremel? There's like this, it's a menu, like little tool that you can grind out small areas.
John Carney says in Lower Manhattan, I once saw sanitation workers place kicking rats. Wow, that's interesting sport. My goodness.
Who was the holder? That's a shitty job.
One of the Puerto Rican rats. We're holding the
one of the rats
American
was in on
rats.
it. They were holding the other rat.
Yeah. They're like, fuck these American rats. Let's kick their ass. The sanitation workers and the Puerto Rican rats have joined forces to take over.
They're both striking at the same time.
Can't stop them.
When you guys first saw the bobble, like you saw other people with it in the stands. It's one thing to see a draw up or whatever. But when you're actually in the section and all your friends and family are there holding your bobblehead, what goes through the mind?
It's I said it to in the post game show. I was like, it's insane. Like it's like I couldn't quite comprehend what's happening now or what was happening.
I wanted me to take a shot.
There was people coming up getting them autographed.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't even my real name, and I'm writing it writing an autograph here. So it was surreal. It was absolutely surreal.
Right there.
Yeah, we had to sign 50 bobbleheads during the night or something like that. It was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people coming up to get
That's
them.
awesome.
It
was incredible. Yeah, it was
just a surreal thing. Just like
it's a very surreal experience, and you don't even really understand the whole thing. You can't comprehend everything that's happening at the same time because it's a quick night. Like we got there at 5, and by the next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock and we're leaving. And you're just like, you see so many people. You're just talking to so many people. I was going down the line before they even opened the door, like the gate, and just like thanking people from coming through and saying hi. And I got caught up with family, obviously, too. But like, there was just trying to say hi to every single person that walked through there. And it was just great. And you're just like, I understand it and seeing people's faces and like a family. I had family, Sam, that came in for this that didn't come to my wedding. Like they drove from Ohio to come for my bobblehead night on a Tuesday. And they did not come to my wedding. I was like, this is just crazy. It's crazy that you guys didn't come to the wedding, but because it was awesome too. But you're here now, and that's all that really matters.
Sammy, I will clarify too. MSS had an open bar wedding. So like it was not
they weren't boycotting.
I would have skipped it too if it was like paid bar, but like but it was open bar.
It was open bar, and we fed everybody when they first walked in the door, and then fed them before they left. Like in the middle and at the end, we fed them 3 times. My one buddy who's bigger than BeefLoaf was very happy about that.
Wow.
So,
That's
You
a
got fed
stray.
3 times. He's
You
like,
call
man, they
that a
fed you.
stray.
I'm so fat right now, Sammy. I just
You
got
fed
to
us
take it. I got to deal with it until I trim myself down. I got to work.
Loaf,
on
I
this
don't
here.
want to rub it in, but I got my
Yeah.
blood taken today just to make sure that I'm not going blind because I'm on the drugs.
Yeah.
And the
How your feet?
guy,
You gonna get chopped off?
nope, it's still good. I can still feel everything in my toes.
100 MSS versus the gorilla.
Wait in.
Crazy. We are throwing the footless diabetic MSSs at the gorilla. That's the first line of
I'm
defense.
keeping my feet. But no,
When you have no feet, the 8 of you that have no feet because you got old and got diabetes, we're throwing them at the gorilla first to give you the best chance.
They're like
Then
a
you go
doctor. You're
fucking at
behind
the
it
balls.
throwing rocks at the gorilla.
at the doctor's office, 258 pounds.
Wow.
That's pretty
man.
amazing.
Oh,
And
huge your
I've
head
never
is, man.
felt fatter too, because like when you see the video of us walking out there for the first pitch,
We're
I shoot
jiggling.
my arms up and
Yeah,
my
I know.
belly just plop right there. And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
this isn't cool.
We're
Because in all the
jiggling.
other pictures, I look pretty okay, but I am not okay in that picture. So I need to stand up straight more or something. I don't know what I'm
That's why I felt
That'll-
better about myself. I'm really fat right now, but you two also look pretty fat. When
We
were
did
in
all
the,
look fat.
in the slow mo. When at the slow mo of us,
Yes.
yeah, that was a
Oh.
jiggly group, baby. There was
Oh my
there was some
God.
jiggling going on.
So bad.
So what? Who cares? You guys are all married.
We're
Who
old and
cares?
married. I agreed, Sammy.
It's
Hey,
true.
but this is beautiful mass. This is not fat. This is.
This
Oh
is
my god!
earned.
If
Oh,
one of you
baby.
showed up with a 6-pack, I'd probably start fighting one of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just wouldn't be.
What happened?
Yeah, it would
Who
not
hurt you?
be real. It would be so fake, and you guys would hate the work that it would take to put in the.
no, it's not.
I mean,
I can't wait till MSS only weighs 200 pounds, but he's still
Oh.
got the big Rottweiler head on top of it, looking like a lollipop.
I don't think that's happening. But if it does, it'll be very skinny. And I won't like that. It'll be very creepy skinny.
CJ says, "Go with it." That's why the
Exactly.
fans love you all.
exactly.
And K Dog says, "Trees will look fine, don't you monsters? Try to take him down with you."
I saw the
And
pitch. I
if you
thought
watch
the
it again,
pitch.
he looks fat. Like
I thought the pitch was getting there, but you said it hurt like crazy right after, huh?
Like immediately after, I was like, "This, like, you know how when you know some shit's gonna hurt." But then I woke up, I was okay the next day. I was okay. Right now, I'm fine. I
I'm
could
convinced
throw one
Treasy.
more pitch.
I'm pretty convinced you had good movement on that ball because you fooled Grant Taylor.
Yes.
He couldn't glove it. He did not glove it, man.
A lot of
Mm-mm.
people say they slip because they don't have the footing to power through on the throw. Did you slip?
No, I felt
it was good.
Okay.
all I wanted to do was have a good windup.
And you
'Cause
did.
I knew if I go big leg kick and I fall, hilarious, right?
True.
If I go big leg kick and I accidentally throw the ball straight in the sky, hilarious. I ended up in a situation where it was maybe my worst outcome, where I skipped it in, but I skipped it into a guy with a groin injury. So at least I'm an asshole. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Right.
You did kind of go like
Trying to
Louis
hurt
T
him.
on. You did. You kind of
Oh,
went
you-
up and turned, right?
you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go big leg
The,
kick, baby.
the leg was
Yeah.
way up there. Yeah, that was great.
Guys would steal all day off me. I'm not holding anybody.
It's basically Satchel Paige out there with that
That's
leg kick.
It's gonna drink for baloney. He says $5 for Miercoles's Tommy Juan surgery.
Thank you, Maloney.
Thank you, Peter. Appreciate
He
you.
paid $5 to say that. That's crazy.
Well, it's going towards my arm. He's just he's paying for my medical bills.
Super chat season here, Sammy.
gonna
We
have
encourage
you.
the
You guys gotta
super
get
chats.
those super chats on
I would
Bet Sweats, man.
love to
Yeah.
send a super.
He'll be like
chat
that
right
Henry
now.
Roegard guy, be able to jerk off way faster after that Tommy John.
Henry, row. Wait.
That's
Now,
all
Sammy-
you use it for.
Sammy, I'm gonna offer you an out. You can leave now, or we're gonna do
We got
a
to play an ad.
commercial, and then we're gonna talk about the bobblehead
The
night.
You
in
wanna
depth.
stick around for
Yeah,
that?
I'll just hang out here. I have nothing to do. I made a drink. I did a shot. I'm not going anywhere. I got to write my newsletter, so I'll be chilling.
You can write your newsletter while you're here and just, when
No,
you're
I
ready.
can't. No, I'll wait.
No?
I'll wait. I'll wait and I'll watch. Don't worry.
All right, here we go.
Pay some
I'm going
bills.
to play some bills. Too tired to cook on a school night? Let Lawrence's handle dinner. After a long day of homework, meetings, and soccer practice, the last thing you want to do is cook. So don't. Swing by Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp for a hot, crispy, no-stress dinner the whole family will love. Fresh golden fried fish, jumbo shrimp with our famous hot sauce, and sides that satisfy. It's fast, easy, and no dishes to clean up. Available for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Make school nights simple. Let Lawrence's do the cooking. Stop by one of our 4 locations today and put your taste buds to the ultimate test. Order ahead to avoid the wait at chicagoshrimp.com. Lawrence's Fish and Shrimp, serving up the seafood you crave for 75 years.
All right. So we got to talk a little bit about the bobblehead. And I think it'll be nice to have Sammy here because Sammy was not at the event, but he can ask some follow-up questions to us that he wants to know about as we get into it. And he could talk shit to us about different aspects of it. But MSS.
Yeah.
You really wanted to get into this.
I did.
Like, we got to talk about this. So I'm going to let you take it away. Give us some of the highlights of the day. What were you excited about?
Let me lead this. And I just I want to welcome anyone that is listening to this podcast for the first time, because you're like, what is this 108 thing? And I would say normally the first hour is a little bit more, together and whatnot, but it's not. This is basically what our podcast is. We just kind of go off into different areas and talk about different things. It's a free flowing of ideas. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't work. See the beginning of the show when I bring up the moose and the dead, the hippies trying to raise it from the dead. This is just how we do it. So we do this show and we lucked out. The Sox had a down year and don't have a lot of star players. And we made a little video for Sox Fest. They decided, hey, these guys can bring some eyes. We're going to let them have their own bobblehead. So we knew for a while we got a bobblehead night. They're like, hey, we're going to put on a Tuesday, the last week of games of the year. We're not even going to give you any help in the schedule. But our fans came through. We sold 377 tickets for a Tuesday night game against Baltimore, who also sucks. And there was people showed out, and it was amazing. We walked into that patio on Tuesday, and everywhere I looked, there was somebody that made me smile. And I was just so happy to see people from previous jobs, family members, like I mentioned, that didn't come to my wedding, family members that did come to my wedding, family members that I've been to 2 of their weddings. So it was just a fun time. And I was watching just people getting in and just enjoying it. And here's the bobblehead with the box. And if you didn't receive one of these bobbleheads, there's pictures posted online. We wrote a nice little letter on the back to the fans, just reminding you, and I'll remind you again now, we would not have been able to do this without the fans, because the fans are the ones that push us, that make these numbers and put us out there. So we really appreciate that. Now, as we talked about Chorizo through the first pitch, and Sammy, I don't know if you know this, but we were talking in our group chat with our friends, and when Dr. Feelgood says, hey, you guys throwing a first pitch? And Chorizo goes, no, we got a patio party. We're not throwing a first pitch. And in our other group chat, I sent a message. I go, are you being coy with Adam right now? Or what are we doing here? Because we're throwing a first pitch. He goes, wait, we're throwing a first pitch? And it's like, yeah, and you're throwing it. And then he's like, man, I wish I would have known that. I would have thrown a ball this weekend. So he didn't even have any practicing until he got on the field, and he threw balls at southpaw.
I saw that.
Yeah, and so me and my daughters were laughing at him, and so was BeefLoaf. We were, we cut a video that I did not put out. I was going to put it in the chat, but then I had to take a dump. So I'll tweet that later. It was a pretty good one.
Let me just give you a little background on this situation too. So
please.
now you guys are like, you're doing the first pitch. Mm-hmm. I haven't thrown a baseball in 30 years. It's got to be 30 years, right? Beef.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't recall playing baseball after we were in Pony League together.
It's Tony Phillips was a White Sox.
Yes,
that's there. Yeah.
We saw it, our buddy Dave. Fuck your mama. Ever since then. Great story on its own, Sammy. I'll tell you it someday when we're out drinking. But I haven't thrown a ball, and Chorizy is like, you should go and throw a baseball. So I was like, I will hurt myself if I go and throw a baseball.
I just stay fresh.
It's a better idea to just go into this with nothing. And so we're at the thing, and I'm telling a few people, like, man, I'm a little nervous about doing this because I haven't thrown a baseball. I see White Sox Dave, who was thrown out of first pitch, and he's like, are you nervous? And I was like, I'm a little nervous. He's like, good. You should be shitting your fucking pants because you're gonna fuck this up.
He would.
He's in my head.
He's like,
we get out to the field, and the girl that's like in charge of the thing out there, she's like, do you want to throw some to southpaw? Now we know a guy who would be the southpaw, but
you know the southpaw, the current southpaw, you know him too. Yeah.
But he hasn't been in it, you know, and so I was like, okay, well, maybe I know the guy that's in it now, but so I throw, like, I'm like, okay, so he comes over with the baseball and he gets me kind of like hands, like puts his arms on me and starts talking shit to me through the mask. And like,
no, he did not.
But now southpaw's in my head too. And so now I'm throwing it to him and he's just like knocking down the ball and just like going like, you know, what's up? And like, so it was like, all right, now southpaw is taunting me. And so I go out there and I'm like, just don't 50 cent it. That's all I can ask.
Yeah.
Don't 50 cent it. I skip it in there.
No.
And then I realize it's Grant Taylor. And I'm like, oh fuck. Did I just like make the guy with the groin injury bend down to hit a ball? I'm a fucking asshole.
He was fine. Look at him.
He was fine. He pitched the next day.
Yeah.
He looked great. So he learned something in that session. So I feel good. I feel good about what happened.
I was telling our guy Mike today, because I went and picked up some stuff from the Sox today. And I was talking to him. I go, man, when Grant came out, he was looking at us like, who the fuck are these guys? And I looked him right in the face and I was like, I'm sorry, we're not famous. I go, we have fans. I go, but we're not famous at all. We have a podcast. We sit over there or something. And he's just like, I have no idea what's going on right now. Like, this is just the craziest thing. And then they introduce us and we're not like, hey, thanks. We're just like, yes, this is our moment. Please.
We're fist pumping and everything. Like,
yeah,
I'm just real physical out there.
Line, and we were just like showing up, you know, we're doing a good time. So that was awesome, you know, going out there and throwing the first pitch and talking shit to Chorizo. And like,
JT says Grant thought it was Make-A-Wish night.
Well, we were, that's funny. So we're standing there after Chorizo throws his pitch. Then they keep us there because there's other people throwing the pitch. And Chorizo's got to get his ball signed, you know, by Grant Taylor, because goddamn, I mean, it's got to be done. Yeah, like I have a Miguel Gonzalez autographed first pitch ball, you know, and he's like, you sure you want me to sign this? I'm like, absolutely. I need you to sign this. So we're sitting there and he's doing things and Loaf and I are just looking at each other and I'm like, man, I really want to go fist bump Will Venable. And I just want to be like, I want to be like, dude, just like, you're fucking awesome. Thank you. You know, from a real fan that's been to
and MSS and I, like, we start inching over closer to the dugout. And the handler who's in charge of the people throwing the first pitch, she sees us and she's kind of like cuts us off a little bit and like walks towards us so that she's like in our view. And so the MSS asks her, because she could feel the sexual tension we had towards Will. That's what she knew. She knew she should probably stop just in case something was going to happen there. And you asked her.
I said, is it okay if we yell at Will to, like, you know, come over? We just want to give him a fist bump. We don't want to freak him out. You know, she's like, yeah, don't
just want to fist him.
Don't rush. Don't like rush over there at him. Like, try to make eye contact and then be like, you want to give a fist bump. And like not 30 seconds later, Loaf, like they're like, oh, we gotta go. And so we're like,
they saw us both like this, trying to eye contact.
Like, we yell into the dugout, we love you, Will, you know, or whatever. And you said something. We're like, yeah, Will, you're awesome. And Grady Sizemore turns and looks at us and just smiling. And we're like, that's okay, Grady. You're good looking too, but we like Will better, you know. And he just started laughing his ass off.
Grady Sizemore was not smiling at you guys; he was smiling at all our wives. I was the only one keeping that from happening.
That is true. You were the woman handler there, because they did. There was a couple, 2-3 mentions about going over there trying to grab Grady Sizemore. But so then we walk off the field and they walk us back in the patio and we're having a good old time. Now the game starts and it's just a fun time. Like, you're sitting with people. I didn't even have a seat anywhere close. White Sox Dave is up there with the biggest shit-eating grin on his face, which was like Mailman Jack caught him in the back of
one of the pictures. Yeah.
One of the pictures, they caught him in the back of the picture and he's just smiling like he smiles when he brings us on Barstool, because he's just so happy. He's just like a proud papa. Him and Eddie and Danny Lance coming through, like, was awesome.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was cool.
and that was
you
cool.
Brought up Mailman Jack.
Yeah.
You brought up Mailman Jack. So we're at the end of the night. So like, the whole reason we have this blog, the whole reason we do this podcast is because we had crazy shit going on in the 108, and like there's just these little weird stories that you're like, we gotta try and convey these to people to understand what's going on. Mailman Jack comes by to say goodbye to us at the like when he's leaving because he's got to go catch a train, and he is bleeding from his leg. He's profusely bleeding.
There's blood just
like
pouring out of his fucking leg.
We're like, Jack, are you okay? And he looks down. He's like, oh, I don't know what that is. And he just like leaves. Blood running down his leg. He just like, I'm gonna go home. See you guys later. I was like, what the fuck just happened? That is a normal night.
100%.
I was somewhat shocked, just seeing everybody was fun. This is my cousin carrying all the bobbleheads that they bought, like just carrying them out, which gave me a little bit of agita with having all these stacked up. I'm like, they're gonna break and go into smithereens. But then so we're sitting in the section, and all of a sudden there is a bustle, and people are excited, and people start yelling, and I'm like, I look over, and I'm like, holy shit! And one of my out of town people is like, who is that? And I go, that's Ozzie Guillen. He's the manager from the 2005 White Sox when they won the World Series. And he's like, oh my God. And so while we go over there and they're interviewing us, I got shoved out of the way by several people, most notably our guy Bearstown. But he's fine. I love
Gabriel.
Gabriel's fine.
When Ozzie and Chuck came down, Gabriel boxed me out like Dennis fucking Rodman. Like I had like you could see in the video, I am so far from fucking everything. Gabriel was just getting in there. And but you know what? Again, this is the whole point. This is the whole point. Like,
yes,
if someone of note, if Southpaw comes down, Gabriel will tackle every motherfucker in his way to get to that, right? Like,
yes.
It was like my favorite Gabriel moment of all time is when they used to do these
White Sox prom.
These like it's like the night before Sox Fest. They'd have all the season ticket holders. They'd do like it was like a fancy event with like some hors d'oeuvres and some drinks and stuff. And
it was full season ticket holders only. So it was a small group, like,
and a bunch of the players would come to fucking give autographs, do this, all this shit. So they're there, they're giving autographs, and now they're starting to throw balls into the crowd, right? This is like dressed
little
up
foam
people,
balls,
like little foam balls. Our guy Gabriel,
what people are dressed up. Exactly.
Our guy Gabriel
on the town
sees this going down, and he's like, "I need one of these fucking balls." So he comes over there, and he was 80 if he was 10 years old. This guy, he's camped under it to catch this little softball that's coming to him. And
this man.
Gabriel trucked this motherfucker. I mean, just like he might have expired on the spot. Gabriel picks up the ball and he's like, "Yes, I got the fucking ball." I was,
Chorizo, you and I are right behind watching this.
Time I cried. That's the last time I cried. Was that? So part of the experience of being in the 108 is Gabriel boxing your ass out. He's still got the basketball moves. He knows how to do it.
Yeah, he's a very well-known basketball player on the South Side. So, and that was that. I mean, that was, I don't want to say that was the highlight of the night, because I don't think it necessarily was. I think the whole night was really great. But like some of the stuff like didn't come through until the next day. Like Chuck and Ozzie waxed poetic for like about 3.5 minutes. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you can get the whole post game that Ozzie and Chuck just talked. And like, to hear Ozzie say it and to get it like perfect, he's just like, it's just guys hanging out and just having a fun time, and saying that if I ever got season tickets or I had to buy season tickets, I would go over there and do it. And that's a testament to us, but it's also a testament to everybody else that's enjoyed.
Everybody else
that's still there and was there on Tuesday. We appreciate you. You know, there was some.
Well, he mentioned it too in the post game. He mentioned not just like the party atmosphere, but also our families are there with us too.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing. It's everybody is there. Everyone's invited,
and
it's going to be a party. And it's going to be fun. You know,
and that's kind of how it's been. And then our friend Casey from NBC5, she did a story the same night. And we got a lot of love from that too. And that's also on our YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, her whole biopic. Now, she did put the wrong blog or the wrong podcast on there.
She did.
So
That sin is forgiven. And it's okay.
That's forgivable. It takes a lot to do that. And I know she was probably under the gun. She just got engaged. So she's like, she probably was doing a quick Google and didn't realize that was not us.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great night all around. Your guys' thoughts, anything to add or whatnot? I got two things that stick
out to me.
Real quick, Gabriel said I was sitting in my seat. You were
good
Gabriel.
job.
I got you. You're doing good. I didn't mind getting boxed out. I love what you did. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It's all part of the experience.
Gabriel,
I want you to know. Honestly, I was hoping for more profanity from Bearstown right there. That was not enough profanity.
Just curse us out about that.
Wait till Sunday. You can just go check out his tweets. I'm sure he'll be upset. Gabriel, I want you to know that Brooks wanted to be around when you received your $20 for sitting in your seat for the rest of the year. But I heard that Chorizy already did it.
It's been paid.
So the people are asking in the comments. Chorizy paid it off on Tuesday night. It was paid off.
I got Riot Fest this weekend. I won't be at the game, so I paid Gabriel. I told Gabriel now he could sit wherever he wants, but especially next to Brewhand Luke. I think that's a good spot.
Probably a good thing.
That would be the best seat for him. Absolutely.
It's kind of funny. When we made a bet at 108 day, it took you a year and a half to pay off, but you paid off Gabe before the season's even over. I see where I stand on the ladder of basket.
Paid off. I keep offering these Little Caesars pizzas. You don't want them all at once, so I got to stretch them out over time.
You're a coward, is basically it.
All right, Loaf, what did you have to bring up?
Yeah, so I got two highlights for me.
Sammy had a question for you.
No, I sent a picture before I get out of here in like 10 minutes for real. I sent a picture. So somebody sent me a picture of you guys or of the bobblehead. And I sent the picture to the Twitter group thread that we have. I don't know who can grab it and potentially post it, but it's very funny because he took the neck brace off of MySoxSummer and BeefLoaf, but left it on Chorizy. So it looks like you guys were having a great time, and Chorizy got clubbed with a tire iron in the parking lot. So
Chorizy's in traction for that.
His bobblehead neck thing is still there. Your guys is not, which is very funny.
He did say he's going to leave it like that.
Paul. Yeah,
he should. He definitely should.
Protect the Chorizy at all costs.
Did you get it, Chorizo?
I'm looking. I think I got it. Hold on, I'll get it.
Here, I'll put up a 5 minutes.
Very funny.
You have a legit, count it down for you.
And again, I've never seen the bobblehead. So the first picture,
you haven't seen it?
Well, no, the first picture that I saw of it actually out of the box in its element was the one that you're about to show, where Chorizy is wearing a literal neck brace on his bobble figure. It's very funny.
All right, we'll get it in just a second. But it's funny with Paul, you guys were like, dude, are you becoming a Sox fan? And the fact that he's a Phillies fan and is spending any time.
There it is, baby.
You got it?
Yeah. It's either a neck
brace, like the big Brian Cox neck brace,
right? Or a pillow that you bring on a plane to sleep.
Yes,
it's a dainty bitch with that little pillow. Yeah?
I've not slept in the seat in many years. It's been a long time.
Allegedly.
Oh, wait a second.
Years is a big stretch.
Glasses sometimes.
Hey, more than two is many. All right.
Yeah. Agreed. And I don't think that works. I'm sorry.
I mean, sleeping, not a cat nap,
Well, what did you have to add?
So a couple notes for me. Number one, after we did the first pitch, we came back to the patio. We walked in the underling, and that was a scary part too. Walking underneath, it's like we're walking past the batting cage where the Orioles are taking, and I'm like,
God,
one of these balls skips out of this net, it's gonna fucking knock us out. Like that. That's how fucking hard they're hitting it. We're so close. We got to get way to the one side, like in Silence of the Lambs. We got to stay away from the bars. So don't be too close to the crazies. That was us walking close to the wall. We get back to the patio area, and I see Bonita, and I go sit with her. And she just becomes like overcome with emotion because she was just like, because she was a little kid when kind of all this was starting up, or whatever. So she's watched a lot of it. She's watched us fail and watched all kinds of stuff. And she just can't believe all these people showed up for this shit. The fact that we were all on the field, like you're that person, you get to be out on the field and all that. She was really overcome with emotion, just so happy for us. And it was cool to see, you make your kid proud of you on something. That's rare for dads.
Yeah.
Dads don't really have good moments to do that. And that was a good moment for us. I think MSS as dads to like show our daughters, hey, you put your mind to some shit, you can do some shit. And it's, everyone around here is looking around like, who can do this? And it's like amazing that we were able to do that. And so that was really cool for me. What was not cool for me, probably the moment of the night I liked the least, was that Southpaw fucking cucked me when I'm trying to take the goddamn class picture. Southpaw's up on the foul pole, gyrating, whatever, fucking the foul pole. And I'm like, motherfucker, I only got a certain amount of time in the middle of the sixth inning to take a picture of 108, 109, and 110. And he's like humping the foul pole. Everyone's going nuts for it. It's like, Southpaw, sit your ass down. Don't you know the protocol here, bro? What the fuck? Terrible, Sam. I couldn't believe I was looking, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna have enough time to take these fucking pictures.
You should have went and fought him.
I thought about pushing Southpaw right into the field and then get the pictures done.
He was grinding on that pole. I was
Think
like,
about the weight discrepancy between you and
greatest.
Southpaw right now. Think about that too.
Substantial, and I had the leverage too, Sam.
you did.
I leveraged to shove. Yeah, it would have been great.
And his handlers are not tough. Like, you could get through his handlers pretty easily. So, like,
Yeah, we brought 400 people to the game. Of course, all my people's right behind here. Although a lot of them love Southpaw, so maybe they would have kicked my ass. Who knows?
Chorizo, do you have anything else to add?
I mean, it was overall, it's just a surreal experience, man. It was very, for all of it to happen. And like, we had people that we hadn't seen in years come out. So I had a friend or two friends, one who lives in Nashville now and one who lives in New York, who flew in and surprised us.
That's crazy.
That was awesome.
And that was, and they brought their kids. And I think we turned one of the kids into a White Sox fan, and his dad is a huge Twins fan. So I loved that. That's a huge win. I mean, bad for the kid probably overall.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Twins are fucking terrible too.
They're pretty bad too.
But I don't know what to say too much about it. I think like now that people at work though, this has crossed the boundary for me. People at work now know that I do this shit.
Yeah.
So that's worrisome. That's worrisome.
No. For me, it went way further. I had an offsite last week where the whole company, 200 people, went out to LA. We're at this resort or whatever. A couple of managing directors knew about it, right? And so the one managing director brings it up the first time we're all going to have drinks. The happy hours just started. He brings up to the owner, the fucking guy who has owned our company or whatever, is kind of finally stepping down. He's not going to be CEO anymore. Brings up to the owner immediately, and he's like, he calls me. He says, "Hey, show him the picture." And next thing you know, the bobblehead thing has like exploded amongst all these people. It's like, I don't know if people think, oh, that's cool, like you got this thing you do on the side, or if they just think I'm a weird freak that I'm like at sex games or what. I don't know. I don't know if people think of me. Thank God I'm back office and I just can be an accountant guy,
Even if it's a weird thing, right? It's been validated by a professional baseball team.
True, that's true.
Like, it is made into a bobblehead. That's the thing. Like, I'm in the same category. Like, people were saying, dude, why didn't you promote this on the school sites that my daughters are on, the school chats? I'm like, I want people to know who I am first before they tune into this and then realize I was like 3 minutes late because I was shitting my pants, to get on the show. Like, I want to make sure you understand that I'm a good father first, and then this lunatic that may or may not have done cocaine a lot when he was in California. Like, I just want to make sure that
allegedly
established that I take care of myself now and my kids. So yeah, no, it's a hard line to cross, but like, again, we've been validated by an actual MLB baseball team,
Sammy,
much to a lot of people's chagrin.
Sammy, I know you got to go. So just a couple, 2-3 quick things. One, Seattle, Dallas. Let's do it.
Yep.
Two, Corey Lee home run over 6.5. Still in play. It's still in play. It's kind of a real hot end of the season.
Big last 9 games.
I'm going to call it. Over 19.5 Clevenger saves, not going to get there.
Not going to happen. No. Bad number. What about Sean Burke wins? What's he at? I couldn't even tell you.
He did get over a half. He
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like 5 or 6, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
Let
5.
me look them up.
For being the opening day starter, it was a lot more of a sweat than it should have been.
It's 4.
Oh,
4 and 10.
Mm,
He's opening day starter. 4 wins. Impressive.
did my best. I'll still never forget when I made the number on Palka the year after he hit whatever, and I cleaned up on you fools. You were all taking the Palka over like 20 and a half, and I took that shit to the bank.
Yeah, he had 2 homers that next year.
I don't think if you would have counted all of his hits, I don't think we would have got you on that one. Like I don't think he got to 20 hits. So
Probably not. Well, I'm glad.
Struggled.
I'm glad that I have Eloy's head now to put on my show.
Well, you're
We'll
gonna
get
have
you-
to move that. We're gonna
we'll get
send
to
you
a bobble.
Okay.
And I, not to tease the audience, but like I think the this year for the predictions, maybe we do that in person. Maybe we make that.
Yeah,
and
I think that's
What
very.
do we tanked in Vegas either? That'd be another good idea.
Oh, I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that.
That could happen again.
Bring
All right,
bring
well,
GRP.
No, we'll not. Congrats. Seriously, that is so cool that you guys got a bobble and that
Thank
the
you.
White Sox made this whole. I'm proud of you guys. You know I love y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Love you,
Sammy.
Sammy. Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming on,
Coming on,
Sammy.
baby. Be good.
I'm gonna
That's great.
pay some bills and then we're gonna close this motherfucker out.
What?
huh?
No. We still got more White Sox talk, baby.
No. Oh,
We
that's
do.
right. I'm sorry.
We're doing.
All right, go for it.
I got 2 big thoughts
I thought
about
that was what I was
the
doing.
bobblehead.
All right, do it.
I got 2 big thoughts about this bobblehead. Number 1, boys, let's get a little serious on this. Couple observations.
All right.
You mentioned it a little bit, MSS, about the people in the patio kind of
Mm-hmm.
spanning our entire lives,
Yeah.
being these family and friends that you from various eras, but it even spanned our content lives, if you think about it, because Dan from Dutch Movers and Chad the Slump Buster were there, and that's like kind of the real origin of the 108 experience. Is
The real
us sitting,
OGs, yeah.
the real OGs,
They're in
us sitting with
they're in
them.
that first image. It's us and them.
It's
Yeah.
us, yeah, exactly, and that kind of created a lot of the original lore of that section of being like, the beer guys are coming over here
Party
and dropping us
Yeah.
a 6-pack or whatever, or coming around with the margarita can and filling everyone up, and people are looking at us like, bro, these guys are
Mhm.
just getting like everything going. Or Brian Gaukis bringing us a bag of ice on a hot day, and people are like, who the fuck are you guys? You get to put your ice, your beer in an ice bag. Like what? It's like, hey, don't worry about it. So like that's that era of that
Mhm.
before the content starts. But they sat directly in front of us. They were seats 1 and 2 in row 12. It was like, and so them being out there was like really cool as the genesis. Moving into like the next part of it, we actually started making content. Seeing Brian Billick and his dad Jerry there.
Yep.
Billick was our first big guest we had in the podcast, and
Mhm.
like people won't understand, but at the time, Future Sox was probably at about as many Twitter followers as they have right now, roughly. They were pretty big, and Billick was the big shooter out of the group. Billick had interviews with Rick Hahn. He had a fucking Tracy. He had a fucking interview, and I know we don't agree with him politically, and
Right.
either, but he had Ben Shapiro on the
Ben
god.
Shapiro. Yeah.
It was like
How insane that is that this guy is doing all this shit. And it's like, he's like, yeah, I would love to come on your podcast. And I would love to come to Chorizy-E's condo and do 3 fucking hours drunk off
Mhm.
my ass drinking Heinekens. And not
Heinekens,
only did he come and do the
Heineken
shows,
Light. Heineken Light.
Heineken Light, not only did he come do the shows, he threw fucking grenades in the White Sox Twitter like a motherfucker. I mean, he came on and dogged motherfucker. If you go back and listen to those old episodes, he shit on people right out of the gate. He was like, that guy's an asshole. That guy sucks, blah, blah, blah. And it was crazy. And we're like, we were making big waves kind of right out of the gate with all that shit. It was crazy to remember that. And then obviously, a guy who's done a ton for us over time and is always basically there for us is White Sox Dave, man.
Yes.
He's always been huge for us. I mean, the fact that he's invited us on the Barstool show so many times and just like supported our thing, and the fact that we've teamed up and done live stuff together, and even the little live thing that we did for the Sox out on the lawn right there, it's like we just work so well together, and he's always been so supportive of us. And like little inside baseball, usually when we have an event, White Sox Dave is on the comp list. We fucking give him a free ticket and go because we want him there. We love him, and not for this. He paid his own way.
He did.
That night for us to be there with us. And so I thought it was cool to go down memory lane from that perspective. And I thought it was great that towards the end of the game, we were sitting there with Dave and Billick and like these guys that we would talk ball with before anyone knew who the fuck we were. like way back in those days. Yeah, okay, that's right. We still had Section 107 back then. There was no Miller Lite landing when this shit all started. It was crazy back in those days.
Yeah,
what do you guys think about that? Like taking that back to memory lane?
I do, and like
For
a lot
sure.
of those. So a lot of those people that were there from the beginning, it was really cool to even talk about this team with them. I mean, me and Billick were going at it about my draft for like half an inning.
Yeah, you guys were.
I think we both agree in the sense that like if any type of power shows up for him, he's got second base. Like there's just like the league doesn't have enough to push him out of that position if he has any power. But we have very differing views on if the power doesn't show up, what happens. And so
super utility.
But
I think so. MSS. I think you're right.
I love talking.
He's still part on the team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love infield utility. I don't think they'll move him to the outfield at all.
No, you're right.
But,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love talking with dudes like that who are just going to have like a very pointed point of view and go at you with it, and we'll have a good conversation. And like I very much respect his baseball. Right. I think he's a very smart baseball mind.
And I agree with you, Tracy. There's not enough of that in the Sox blogosphere, podcastosphere anymore. There's not enough of these discussions where you kind of like, let's hash it out, baby.
There's a lot of groupthink. There's a lot of groupthink, and there's and then when it is like, like you disagree, it just is too Twittery, man. It's just like throwing bullshit at each other. It was a great conversation. Yeah. Always have some good conversations with Dave in the seats. We a lot of the people that come around. We also saw. This is a back to the beginning dudes. NWI Steve and Tony Marchese were up there too.
Yep.
They
weren't at the party.
They weren't at the party.
They were just in the stadium.
They're at the game. They're at the game.
That's right. That's right.
They at least stopped by to say hello.
They did stop by to say hello. Yeah. No, it was cool. It was definitely nice to see everybody and give them a hard time too. That's always fun to give people a hard time. We saw Steve. They said NWI Steve like 6 times in 3 days. It was insane. He just kept coming back like a cat looking for food. He's like,
you missed this White Sox baseball. It's been traveling a lot. He's got other stuff going on with him. That's fun stuff. Point number 2. And I've been thinking about this for a while, and I waited until after the bobblehead to talk about this because this has been in my head a little bit, and I'm going to let the audience just decide what they think of the things I'm about to say here. So. When we got I looked up the tweet, guys, of when the bobblehead was announced. And that tweet was from May 27th. The White Sox tweeted it out that date. And that's when we started pushing the tickets. We knew about it since January, but we were quiet about it. We didn't say nothing. And it really kind of came out May 27th. Mm-hmm. So that's 4 months between the announcement that it's happening and then the actual event, roughly, a couple days off. And in that amount of time, that 4 months. Now, I would say that we, out of any group, is the most plugged in with Sox Twitter in general. We kind of know basically everybody. And if people don't know us directly, they got a friend that knows us. So we have connections kind of like everywhere out in Sox Twitter. And so I just figured I would bring up the outlets that thought it was worthwhile to interview us about this bobblehead, which seemed like kind of a big deal that the White Sox were doing a fan group bobblehead. Content makers, fan group, whatever, seemed like a huge deal. So I'm going to run down the list of people that I have that interviewed us between the time it was announced and the night that the bobblehead actually came out. And here's why I have, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So Barstool Chicago interviewed us. That was Dave Williams and Barstool Chief.
Brought us on the show.
Treasy, you missed that. We were in studio. We went over.
Out of cycle. We usually do one a year with them. Yeah. It's a little out of cycle one. That was really great.
Yeah, it was absolutely. It was out of cycle. Locked On Sox. Todd Walter had us on separately for some stuff, and definitely asked me about it. I don't remember if he asked you guys specifically about it, but I think that he did too. So I think he asked all of us about it. And
he also had us on for some other stuff too. I mean,
2005.
But he did ask directly about the bobblehead. Wanted to know, had some questions about the bobblehead. Obviously, the guest we had on tonight, Sam Panianovich on Chicken Dinner. Treasy, we talked 10 minutes about the bobblehead when we were doing other gambling stuff, Survivor, etc.
We've talked about it quite a bit on the show too. Paul was at the event. It was great.
Awesome. I do want to bifurcate who talked about it on the show versus who said we would like to have the personalities on and actually discuss, because I think they're two different entities in my personal opinion. Number 4, I've got the Barber's Chair Network. I went and did Scott Lewis's. I did what they call the local hour. So Scott, Bang, Dante, those guys, we let off with the bobblehead and just talking about how it came about. And I gave MySoxSummer's props. It's his genius idea. So that's 4. Number 5, we got NBC5. That was Casey.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
that ran on the night. So NBC5 and 6, the actual night when it was going on in the event. Chuck and Ozzy, CHS.
That was pretty amazing.
So there's 6
with
outlets.
An assist from Tadahito. Tadahito is probably one of the reasons that actually happened. So
yeah, I like that. That was very cool.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Todd. And probably Jake tweeted that from his account. So Jake, we appreciate you, buddy. You.
So going back to the NBC5 one, I was a little disappointed in the NBC5 one. They cut out our guy Dre. Dre was doing everything he was
trying hard to get in that video. He was trying hard to get in there. Yeah.
And they edited him out. I think some of it was some Photoshop magic that they got him out of there. Like
thank you.
So
how many was that, Loaf?
That's it. That's 6. So that is 6 outlets. So that is, I'll run them down real quick again. Barstool Chicago, Locked On Sox, Chicken Dinner, that's Sammy P. Barber's Chair Network is Scott Lewis, NBC5, and CHSN. 6 outlets out of, I think Sean Anderson's list, there's like 30 White Sox podcasts. Out of that group, there's, I guess, Locked On Sox is basically the only one out of that group, because the rest of these, I don't know if they would qualify as White Sox podcasts. Do with what you will that information. But I thought it was really interesting that the big fan group, big part of the Sox Twitter verse and the podcast verse, and that's all that really considered like, oh, we would like to have you on and like to discuss this. Is interesting to talk about. So you never know. You never know when you're looking around out there what's what and who thinks what's an accomplishment and who cares about what. So it's interesting.
Well, I was glad that the 79th and House guys had you on, because I really enjoy their stuff, and I
do too.
I think
I was on. I'm not going to hold you. That's a show I was on, but yeah.
But Scott and Bangs is, I love Bangs, and so like
I love Bangs. Hilarious, good dudes, good dudes. So.
People want this to continue. You know, we saw Sydney's tweet out there. He's like, "Hey man, we should keep going. The relationship should go." You know, one way to keep it to go is everyone else all cheerlead for each other, right? Like we all support each other and put that stuff out there. That's one way that this could happen. You know, and you know, not just go, "Hey, after you've dealt with all this shit, we should get something too." No, that's not really how it works. And I don't want to get too crazy, but I also have had 3 high noons. So it's just like, listen, this is why when you want to be fair and somewhat balanced when you're reporting, because our relationship with the White Sox has not always been up and up, right? Like it hasn't like always been like, oh, they're giving us everything and they're helping us and all this. No. It's just not how it's been. Like we've had years where you guys have even said, why do we even fuck with these guys? Like they don't do anything. And I was just like, listen, it's better just ride this out and get nothing here and there. And then all of a sudden, we're fucking in, right? You know, now we're it's always been good with Downey and Brooks, and like they've always cheerleaded for us and all that stuff. And now we got more people coming over, and so I appreciate that. But it's just like, you know, this is why you don't sit there and go, well, I'm not being a fan of this organization because they hired Tony La Russa. You know, you got to be like, hey, I'll call out shit, and I don't think that we like ever censor ourselves and don't say what we feel.
We never censor ourselves.
We try to be very fair.
We censored ourselves
reporting ourselves
one time, and it was a touchy area. It wasn't baseball related. So like it wasn't even like on the field stuff. So other than that, but on the field shit, we will just tell you exactly what we fucking think about absolutely everyone. We always do that. So it's none of that. Yeah. But I thought it was interesting. I kept track of it on purpose all the way through because I thought, let's just see how this turns out. Let's see who reaches out. Let's see who's really interested.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting data point I'll just put out there. And you as the listener of our podcast, you take that for what you will. I'm not telling you anything to think there. You think what you want to think on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people just don't get it. You know, they just don't get it.
So the one thing that I will close out the bobblehead piece with, one piece that I took away from all of this is that people love my gray hair. It's people were disappointed in general that there was not enough gray hair. That I think I should have added some streaks in, because like,
oh man,
at least like 10 people that brought the bobblehead to get signed were like, they should have given you more salt and pepper.
And so you had the silver pen. You had the silver pen. You could have marked it up.
I fucked up. You know what? Sometimes the draft beer gets you, you know? And so, so I wasn't thinking perfectly. I should have done that. If anyone wants that,
motherfucker.
Just drop the heads off at MySoxSummer's house.
No, do not do that. No,
just leave him on his porch. You know, just don't.
Here's his address.
Please don't.
Doxing MySoxSummer would be great.
There's a lot of fake ass people out there. I don't want them coming to my house. Okay, like this is, you stay away.
Allegedly.
So,
I don't want any fake ass motherfuckers showing up over this bitch.
So I think we need to continue a little bit on White Sox talk, just for a minute,
real quick.
Beef, something you brought up about the 100 losses, and so the question is: the White Sox have an outside shot of finishing with less than 100 losses. Does that matter to you? And now, Beef, I think we know your opinion. It does not matter to you, does it?
It does not matter to me at all. I think at this point, Chorizy, I've learned that Big Al Vargas hits a lot of fly balls. He needs more arroz and frijoles, and we got to put some weight on him, Chorizy. We got to get him beefed up in the offseason to hit more home runs. I love Shane Smith's fastball. I think we know that. He compares well with other races from that perspective. Kyle Teal is a budding star. I know that. Jordan Leisure's turned the corner in the bullpen. I feel good about that. We talked about the aforementioned infielder at this point, and that's a really good thing. We're pushing forward with that. Mike Vassal's a guy. Edgar Carroll's a guy. I know what I know about this fucking team right now. I know Colson Montgomery's got a ton of power. The last 9 games, whether or not they win 6 or 5 or 4, is meaningless to me at this point. I kind of think I know this team, and I'm not worried about the 100 losses.
MySoxSummer, where you at on that?
I think that it's not really so much the 100 losses mattering from a team perspective. It's more of a growth perspective from last year, Loaf. And I hear what you're saying. You know about the players, but it would still be pretty sweet to go from the losingest team in Major League Baseball history to not even losing 100 the next year. Like, that would be cool.
True.
Now, the current skid that they're on right now, I think, has kind of tanked that. And I think they're going to lose over 100 games, but they're still going to have a pretty decent improvement from last year, which, I mean, honestly, it wasn't going to be hard to do better, but I feel the emotion and the feelings from the fans going into next year is way better than what it was at the end of last year. Obviously, you're like, this team is going to suck, but now you're like, you can see a little hope, and it's not, we talked about it last podcast, not necessarily ready for the season to be over and not go to games anymore. I enjoy watching this team play. I don't like the recent skid. I don't like watching this shit, but other than that, it's been pretty good. I mean, even on our night, they were getting their asses handed to them all night and then only lost by 1. So we're like, everyone got real excited, goofy excited for a team that had been dead in the water all night just to come back, and we're like, it could happen. Let's make it happen. So how do you feel, Chorizo?
So I'll say this. So, Beef, I get where you're coming from, right? When I think about this team analytically, when I think about this team rationally, it doesn't really matter. The record is not important this year. Chris Getz has talked about how he's not measuring this team on record. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm a goddamn fan, right? And I'm going to be irrational sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? So things that don't matter at all, but I still just want, I want to be better than the fucking Nationals this year. I want to catch the Nationals. I want to not have 100 losses. Not to give me confidence in this team, not for anything other than just irrational needs of myself to be like, you know what? Fuck those guys. I need someone to point to and go, fuck those guys. I need when when people from other teams are going like, you guys lost 100 every year for 3 years. No, we didn't. We lost 99. Shove it up your ass. Fuck you. I need to be that guy sometimes.
Okay.
Right? I'm
right.
analytical all day. I have to think about
You and me
things
both.
rationally at work. I get home, I'm watching the Sox. Sometimes I just want to scream at the goddamn TV and just be a fan. And
Into
this
the
is
ether.
like, I think the 100 loss thing is just being a fan, man. Just like it is just like I want to be excited about something. I want to chase a number at the end of the season. I want something to care about in these last weeks. And like, I don't want to play this out like a goddamn football preseason going, I hope no one gets hurt. I'm going out there going like, I hope we get to fucking 99 losses. I don't care. I don't care if it's rational or not. I just want I want something. And this is the something that I want right now.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Every day when we're watching the game or watching the game together at the ballpark, I want them to win every
I
day.
want to win. Yeah.
But the arbitrary number of 63 wins is, I don't care. I that's where I'm at with that. I want them to win every day when I'm watching, but it's also like, well, whatever. They win 61. Who gives a fuck?
We wanted them to win last year, too.
Look at this. Best case scenario. Avoid 100 losses. Get number one pick in the 2026 draft.
That's what Ian Eskridge came out when I was asking all my odds. Guess what do you want? What's your expectation for the record? He said the best possible case, 63 and 99, and get the number one pick. So still got a shot at it. Outside shot.
Do it. There we go.
Do it. All right. MSS, pay some
Ready?
bills. I gotta grab a couple beers.
All right.
At Mazda of Orland Park, the road to savings just got greener. Looking for a smarter, cleaner way to drive? Now's the time. When you purchase a qualifying Mazda electric or plug-in hybrid vehicle, you could be eligible for up to a $7,500 federal clean vehicle tax credit, putting money back in your pocket while helping the planet. 8 Mazda vehicles, including the 2025 Mazda CX-70 plug-in hybrid EV, have won a 2025 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus award, more than any other brand. It's also earned a 5-star overall safety rating from the NHTSA. Safer, cleaner driving, bigger savings, zero compromises. Visit Mazda of Orland Park today and see how easy it is to go and save green. Mazda of Orland Park, home of the Zoom Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Orland Park, 708-444-3200. Zoom Zoom.
Hell yeah.
All right. I just checked in on
The IIHSA rated it a high regard. You don't remember that?
I do. I remember
you missed it because you had to go get a beer.
The poor reading of that. I'm familiar. I just checked in on that Bills game that I got two sides of. I got the survivor and the loss. They're only up 7. Fourth quarter.
6.5 minutes left, looks like.
6.5 minutes left. Like, oh, man. I'm in a glass case of emotion. But you know what it's time for? It's time for last call.
My God.
All right. If you're not familiar with last call, this is your first time listening to our show. I can't believe you're still with us at this point. But last call, we each bring a topic. We talk about that topic. It could be anything. It could be sports related. It could be not sports related. BeefLoaf, I'm going to kick it to you first. What is your last call?
Great. I was going to use this last week in our freeform show, but I didn't get to it. And since everyone's been getting canceled talking about this, we're going to lead off with this shit right away. So there was a tweet. There was a tweet from Maddie Lee, who covers the Cubs, and this was last Wednesday. And it says, Matt Shaw was scratched from the lineup due to personal reasons per the Cubs. And I think that this photo is probably related to the personal reasons because Charlie Kirk was gunned down on Wednesday. It was a frightening video to watch. Absolutely scary thing to see come up on your Twitter feed. But related. And I'll start with Chorizy.
I was saying,
you cut out. You cut out.
So did I? Where did I cut? Where
said related, and then
I think I said okay. So I think it was related to
you got that. You got that, but you didn't give a question.
Yeah. So okay. So my question is, what celebrity would you call off work for them passing away? And I'll start with you, Chorizy. Go ahead. Is there a celebrity that you could think of now that, or even in the past, that you might?
Because Chris Cornell was devastating.
Okay. Did you call off work?
I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I went to work. I'm pretty sure I went to work that day. I mean, I think like if it were going to be, so I'll go with a pseudo celebrity that would be devastating to me is if my guy Martin passed away. I don't know,
but
I don't know that I would
have a personal
work,
relationship with him.
but I would.
But so I think it still counts.
Kind of works.
MSS. I think it works because I think that's probably the case here. There's a little bit of a personal relationship too.
So I would probably take off. Not maybe for that particular day, but if there was like some kind of funeral or wake or something, I would take off for that. But again, I think MSS is right. I mean, like there's a friendship there, right? Like I still talk to that guy. Like and maybe that's the case too here. I don't want to assume that that's not the case.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, but regular celebrity, like, no, like even someone I truly admire, like. You guys know, over the weekend, I was the only person in the theater to see Spinal Tap, and like,
that's great video, by the way. Of you,
Harry Shearer, Christopher Guest, to me, are just like Eugene Levy. I put in that this too is like underrated comic geniuses, right? And like, I will be very sad the day that one of those guys pass. And in fact, like, if one of them passed while I'm like sitting at work, I'll be like probably take a minute to myself to just be like, man, this is fucking terrible. But I'd go on with you got to go on with your day and get through it. But like, that's the kind of like, I guess maybe I'm a little weird in that situation where it's like a really super famous person I don't give a fuck about. Like I even Ozzy, right? Like we've talked about Ozzy 30 times in the past, like 2 weeks, but like I wasn't taking off work for that or anything.
Right.
A couple comments. Harp says, I called off work in 97 when Frank Sinatra passed away. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm kind of trying to get to, is to see where this line lays for everybody out there. And Jackie Treeran says, I'm with Chorizy in this. If I haven't met the person, I'm not burning a PTO day for it. Understandable. MSS, before I kick to you, can I take a guess on someone you might have taken a day off for?
Yes.
When they passed away. So back on February 8th, 2007, Vicki Lynn Marshall, a.k.a. Anna Nicole Smith, passed away. Did you take the next day? Did you call Alice Cooper and say, look, my lifetime spanks are at a high level. I got to take the day off. Yes or no?
What year was this? What
2007.
I was in Arizona. I was in California at that point.
Oh, okay.
So no,
up a little bit.
Yeah. No, that would have been cool though. No, I did not take the day off. And here's why it's different. She died of a drug overdose. And like, I while I respect that, I mean, enough, like it's still a bad death and you probably had some problems and addiction and all this stuff. It's still kind of a self-inflicted thing. And it was just, I don't know. I like those are weird ones to me. It's hard for me to feel on that one.
Yeah, drug overdoses are very close to suicide, and so that people have weird feelings about all that stuff. You know, like
that person is suffering so much that like they're going to
pull that back up, Chorizy. Ask MSS because I think it's an important question here.
I mean,
K-Dog asks, did you have a jerk salute though?
So, no.
That sounded like yes.
And here's why.
Don't play the victim.
Because once the internet has come out, and they have the internet and you can watch anyone that under the sun potentially fuck somebody else. Anna Nicole Smith had never had any fuck videos. Like you couldn't get any good pornography.
Yeah, she had no pornography. And she had those couple movies where there was the like the Showtime version of that type of shit. But yeah, not all the way.
And I don't think I'm telling too much, but like, when we get into a jerk sesh or something, MySoxSummer is like, he wants to see some penetration. So like, we want to see something. Like I can't, I'm not to the point where I'm like, oh, I just need to see some titties, like, no, I need more than that. Cause I know it exists. So like, I can't do that. I'm no longer 16 and have that video, the Playmate of the Year video. at home. I need something more than that. So no, I did not do that with Anna Nicole Smith. I was trying to think about it. Okay. And like people that I would be really upset when they pass away. I still don't think I would take the day off. But Howard Stern has been a fixture in my life for 25 plus years. And I think the closest it could come to him dying was Ralph, one of his assistants, passed away. And it really shook me. It shook me enough that I wanted to listen to the show again. Because I was done. I didn't want to listen to it anymore. And our guy Gordo was like, you should listen to the show. Here's my password. Go listen to it. And I've been listening since then.
Always coming through, baby.
He does.
Gordo's the best.
He's pretty awesome. So I think Howard Stern would probably be the closest that I like of a celebrity that I've never met. We interacted one time on his message board back in the 2000s. I was like, oh man, Apple users are screwed. And he's like, why are they screwed? And then I told him why, and then he never responded. But I was like, this is the one time I talked to Howard Stern, and just through message on a chat board. But that was the one guy that I would be like, yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Beef, let me ask you. I know you quite well. Nassim Taleb or Gavin Rossdale? Which one? Which one are you taking a day off for?
I was trying to think about this too, Tracy, because I'm going to ask this question to these guys, and then I'm like, what would I answer for this thing? And I was thinking, like, we were of age, like we were old enough to have watched Walter Payton play when he was still great.
That was sad.
And then he died when we were young, man. He died in 1999. So it's like I didn't take off of work for that, but like I was trying to think along those lines. MJ is in his 60s. We're going to lose him at some point, right? Frank Thomas is I think he's in his 50s. Like
he's gonna outlive me, so I'm not worried about that one.
But so I was kind of thinking down that train, and I was thinking exactly what you're saying, Treasy. Like probably the celebrity who I try to ingest as much of their content as possible is Taleb. I love Nassim Taleb. I'm a big fan of his, and I thought, I don't know, like I would be more like stoic about it, I think. And I was thinking, okay, what celebrities, like big celebrities that we have a personal relationship? And I was thinking, the biggest celebrity that we know that we have done work with is Jeff Passan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would be our age. So that one would probably hurt us. Like that would be one that would hurt my soul, right? Because it's like our age. I don't
want to kill him off, but he almost died.
Yeah, I did. I was
he literally almost died. He broke his back. Like,
yeah. So I mean that's kind of what I was thinking. Did you guys pull this up yet for K-Dog? K-Dog says Howard Stern, Ron Kittle, and Gianna Michaels. You can say it for MSS.
I don't know about Ron Kittle. I mean,
I do appreciate that you chose probably the saddest last call topic we've ever had. So thank you for making us think about people dying. Thinking about people
I thought the jerk off angle was fun, but okay.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good. And MSS did. Yeah. MSS. Last call.
All right. So we've already discussed all of the positive things people said about us with our bobblehead. And I thought maybe we got to bring ourselves back down to earth, and we'll talk about the negative things that maybe some people have said, maybe just on one website, maybe just in one group. The miserable fucks over at Reddit still hate us. Well, they hate me. I don't think they hate you guys because you don't really post over there. You don't, at least I don't think you do. But
I should start posting over there. Just
my name
slap them around a little bit.
MySoxSummer over there, so people have figured out who I am.
Beef, you love Reddit. Like
what?
you would.
I'm getting the mud with these motherfuckers. Yeah.
So the night of the bobblehead, a guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, dude, this is really awesome. That you guys have got this. I brought my 3 sons and they're here and they all got the bobblehead." And I was like, dude, that's awesome. So I want to give a shout out first to I think his name is Pachi 1980. So this is him and his 3 boys.
Shit, nice.
So cheers. This is
good looking family there, man.
Him walking over to the bobblehead game. So they were all on the patio and they were enjoying it. So he wrong one. He posted on Reddit and said, hey, congrats And I think he said this to me, but I don't know. I had a lot of Modelo's and then I had a lot of Coors Lights, and they might have floated me a couple Yinglings. I don't know.
I did notice that.
Because
they know that's an awfully dark looking.
They're very nice to me up there.
Our booth will sometimes hook you up with a little something extra. $5, we'll just do whatever we want.
I appreciate that. It's still draft beer. There's also 3 games left. Thank you. I appreciate that. We did bring in a couple dollars for the White Sox on a Tuesday night that they would not have sold that many tickets. So I think I can have a line of Kugels or not a line of Kugels, a Yingling that night. So anyway, I think he asked, he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to post about this on Reddit for you and just say thank you and bring it up. I was like, oh, there's people fucking hate me. They're going to just shit all over me that you do this. And so and I was like, but do it. Please do it because it's really good for content. He's like, why do they hate you? And I was like, I don't even really know. I feel like it's jealousy driven, but I'm not sure. Maybe they just think we're big dummies. And some of these comments might lead us to what it is. Here's the first comment that I got up. He said, the guy posted it and said, congratulations, posted pictures. The Crazy Ozzy 02 says, no thanks, which I promptly downvoted.
Is that a
fuck him
logo?
That's the first thing he said was no thanks.
Logo.
What is that? Well,
who's that? Whose secret account is that? Margulis or Nelson?
I don't know.
That's definitely
that is.
No, he's too lazy to post.
Holy shit! I didn't even notice that. Another comment, I would way rather have one of the M&M guy, and that was from Andres and Nocioni.
Yeah.
Big limousine fan. Big limousine fan.
I actually said that. I told our guy Mike Downey about it. I said somebody said they'd rather have the M&M guy, and he's like, "Well, they fucking wouldn't. Fuck that guy." So
I like it. I could see that MSS downvoted all of these.
I definitely
that's my favorite part of this.
I was going chorizo.
I respect
I was gonna crop that out, but I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm a petty.
Leave it in there.
I gotta show it.
I don't give a shit. Fuck
I'm
you.
with you.
If you're gonna talk shit and you've never met me, I'm gonna fucking downvote you. Okay. This next one was, and this was in response to, I think the guy saying he'd rather have the MMM guy. He goes, explain like I am 5, which is the ELI 5. So he knows that, but he doesn't know what the fuck is the 108. And then he says, I hear about them via Sox Machine and know where the section is in the park. I've been a Sox fan for 34 years and have no idea who these guys are. Can someone give me a lore dump? Okay, sir. We have done countless events with Sox Machine. It's countless events. Okay.
It just shows you how much the Sox Machine people show up and how
Did
much
you not show up to any one of these events and been entertained by our asses? I don't understand what kind of a fan you are.
It's 90-10, 108 people. That's
34 fucking years, bro, and you have no idea who we are? Please. I mean, we've been in
all the playbacks. He missed all the playbacks.
We've been in, like, did you go to the beer fest that the Sox held? That we were just sitting there giving people bobbleheads that potentially had carpenter ants in there? I mean, come on. We've been around for a long motherfucking time.
They definitely had carpenter ants.
So he got responded to, and this was from Go Away Cookie. He says, you're drunk uncles who can barely stand by the end of the game and that's really it. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes just annoying. First off, motherfucker.
That's fair, actually.
That's pretty good.
That was very fair. He said, he was wrong that had a large Twitter following. We still have a large Twitter following. It's growing. It's growing.
That's the point.
He said sometimes funny,
not gone down.
Sometimes annoying. I think that's fair. Sometimes funny, sometimes annoying is we should probably make a shirt out of that. That should be a shirt, maybe.
But also, I want to point out that we can totally stand by the end of the game and walk home.
Yeah.
We have not.
We'll drink all these idiots under the table.
We don't do any of that stuff. And plus, we'll drink you under the table, and then the next day come back and drink you under the table again. So that is the one thing that I don't think people understand.
Wait a second. Bring back up this comment. Because Alex, you're like, 2-hour podcast. It's 108 Pod is back. Fuck you, man. You and Sal are rooting for the downfall of this podcast. I see you guys.
No, they want us to burn down the rest of Sox Twitter. That's what they want.
I know. I see him.
So anyway, I had a little problem with that. Then some at Campfire Beast, who's the original plane, he's like, they do a podcast, is what I'm saying. They're big enough to get a Jerry sanctioned bobblehead.
Yeah, Jerry signed off on all this. Jerry,
guess what?
Jerry was like, "Oh, please do this."
Jerry was real big into the Joe Freshgoods bobblehead too. You dumb bitch! Like, I mean, come on. You think he knows who fucking Runzy is? Do you think he knows who half of these people are?
He cares about the little trinkets that they give away.
He doesn't give two shits. You know what Jerry gives a shit about? 2-3 motherfuckers that can't stand at the end of the game selling 377 tickets to a fucking game that no one's going to if we're not there. Okay.
Well, hey, so I want to correct you for a second. I didn't correct you earlier.
What?
But 377 was the morning number.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
You weren't with us anymore because you went upstairs.
Okay.
Downey let us know we eclipsed 400.
We did eclipse 400. Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
Well, now,
so even better, even bigger.
You're dumber.
Our dicks are even bigger than you thought.
I really. and Red Beast, Crazy Red Beast 45, whatever the fuck your name is. Oh, Campfire Beast. If you're listening to the podcast right now, because now you know who we are, I apologize. I don't think you're a dumb motherfucker. You can come talk to me. We can talk about Andrew Benintendi's bad jumps in left field. But we'll go there. And then the last one is they aren't big. Oh, we're fat as fuck, sir. We are very big. So please don't pretend that we're not fat.
I'm
still.
sorry.
And he says they aren't big. Likely just know someone, or Jerry is thanking them for the 100,000 plus they donate to him each season.
Yes,
you are clearly not a fan.
Reddit has a lot of
tickets
people who are
not that expensive. Okay, beers, another case. I still don't think we're at $100,000 a season in beer purchases, but I could have always been surprised. We are still big. So, and we do know someone, and we have all these things. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, this is the last negative comment.
No.
Well, we can't do it because I have to lose any more weight.
I have to do something.
I want to go.
I need to get my stomach stapled.
I need to.
I think everyone from 108 weight loss hates our guts, so it's fine.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
That's true.
We don't need to do that. Last negative comment.
People jettisoned from Twitter.
Last negative comment from Sell the Team JR, and this was in response to who we are. Says, remember when you were in high school and college? Did you ever go to the parties where there was a 30-plus-year-old trying to fit in, asking everyone for smokes? That's the 108. Total cringe. Now, this has gotten downvoted 4 times, so not just me downvoted this guy, but like, listen, we're 40 plus, okay? And I don't smoke anymore, or else this would be a little more accurate. But like, come on, man, we're not that bad. Like, I don't understand why you're hating on us and saying that we're that cringe.
That comment's in reverse. This is our section where we sit. What are you trying to? This is where we live, motherfucker. Other people come here. Like it's not us going somewhere. It's our fucking section. What are you talking about?
Exactly what I wanted to say. We're the 40-plus-year-olds throwing the party, letting the underage kids drink.
Pretty much.
Okay, we're the ones inviting the fun.
We're all of age.
Well, Bison is now. He wasn't when he was 14 pounding Bush Lights, but that wasn't all.
Allegedly.
That's not our problem.
A lot of socks on 35th on that. But yeah, no, I was not very happy with that comment. Now, here's the last one. This is the positive ones. There was 3 positives, which you can see as I upvoted them, Chorizy. One Mandamalier wrote, "Whoa, that's great." Charmed, I'm sure, said, "Very cool." And Healthy Experience 12 says, "Anyone have an extra 108 bottle they could ship to me in Iowa?" So we had 3 positive comments on the thread where people were talking mad shit about us. That's fine.
I do like that Sean Jankowski's name on Twitter is Healthy Experience. I like that.
And so so that was the negative side of the other night. Chorizo, what's your last call?
All right, guys. I'm getting a little tired of Bears fans.
Oh, yeah.
So, Beef, we walked into the season over under 8.5.
Yeah.
That was the regular season win total. There's 17 games now.
Yep.
This is the over under is basically a sub 500 team.
Correct. That's right.
People are losing their minds after these first 2 games. This is, guys, you're supposed to lose 8 to 9 games this season.
Right? Yes.
Now the team's moving to Arlington. Is it time? Is it time for the NFL to expand and give us a goddamn Southside team? Let the Bears be the Cubs again. Let the Bears be the Cubs again. Fuck out of here. We'll take a new team on the South Side. I'll take an expansion team. I don't care if it's terrible for 10 years. Give me the expansion team.
Yeah.
Give me the expansion. And I'm not even I had dreams.
Can own it.
I had dreams of Shad Khan bringing the Jacksonville Jaguars up here, but that's gone. That's gone. And there's going to be an empty stadium ready for a team.
Yep.
But I think, man, we go down like Southworks and have a team down there, baby. Right? Like,
Well,
take the
wait
red
a
light.
minute. Why can't the Ishbias just rebuild Sox Park on Lot B and it be big enough to have football in there too? And then we'll be season ticket holders at that shit too.
Bring it.
Loaf.
I just want to know if you guys are in. I want to know if you guys are in. MSS, are you in?
I'm in as long as Ishbia is the owner. Because what I want to have Justin Ishbia be the first person to have a baseball player and a football player signed. Own one player and he has them go back between both teams.
Playing both teams.
I would love that. Like, could you imagine if like Deion Sanders is playing for the Braves and the Falcons and it's the same owner and there's one contract for both sports? Like, this is like, boom, just blew my mind up. I'm in as long as Ishbia is the owner. I don't want Jerry Reinsdorf taking over the football team.
No.
This ain't I can't do that. I need a progressive owner. I mean that.
Fuck, it might be Oprah. All right, like Oprah might own.
K-Dog says, give me an AFC team and I'm down. Put him in the AFC.
I like that. I
like that too.
Good call.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Chorizy, I had not drawn the causal link that you're drawing right now in that, we know Sox fans and we work with Sox fans all the time and we've been through bad stuff and we make it. We got the humor and everything like that. And then when you get to the Bears, I can't stomach it either, Chorizy. I turn off all the Bears content when this type of thing happens because I'm like, I can't listen to any of these idiots. And I realize you're right. It's Cubs fans.
Yeah, a lot of living die.
Sector that fucking ruins it for me. Ruins it. I can't listen to it. I can't. They're just too ridiculous on everything. And yes, this team isn't supposed to be good yet. And they're like, well, we should be demanding better. Bro, you knew the team was not good coming into the season. Everyone and their mama knew it wasn't good. That's why you went and paid ungodly amounts of money for an unproven head coach in hopes that in a few years you could turn this fucking thing around. You were just picked first in the draft 2 years in a row.
They get the coach. They get the coach. They get a couple linemen, and it's King pulls. 2 games in, fire pulls.
Yep.
I don't know which one's right.
Don't know.
But you can't be both of those guys. You can't be both of those guys.
Let me pull this comment up from HBIC. Jason, I love you guys. I love you and Peter so much. I think you guys are very talented. I do skip the Bears part when they're bad like this. I will skip the part you're talking about the Bears, and I will listen to the next segment. I swear to God. Truth, but it's on my heart. And it's not just you guys.
It's not you.
It's not.
No, I
It's
can't
everyone.
listen to the others.
It's everyone,
I
bro.
can't listen to them either.
I saw the title of. I didn't even fucking listen to it. There was a Bernstein podcast.
I've skipped them all week. I've skipped them all week because of this.
The title said we need to reset our expectations on the Bears, and I was like, my expectations on the Bears were what the gambling community had given as a line over under 8.5. My expectations are not reset at all. They're about where they were.
That's it.
I gotta wildly reset my expectations to 1 game less.
When you're a slightly below average team, sometimes a good team boat races your stupid ass on the road. That does happen, all right? That's going to happen. If you watch any NFL, and we've watched a lot of it. We're in our mid-40s. We've watched a lot of NFL. We've seen this story over and over, and not just Bears. Every team, and it's like, yeah, that does happen. They go out there and kick Dallas's ass this weekend. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, let's not do that.
Let's not ruin
I'm
what
down
my
with
first
that,
pick.
Beef. I'm down
Harp
with that.
Harp says 70% of Bears fans are Cubs fans, so the stupid takes are unbearable.
That's
That's
probably
one thing
accurate though.
where you have to.
Oh, it's got to be
you have
accurate.
credit. Yeah, you have to credit Ken WO because Ken WO refused to be a Bears fan.
So
And his love of all
Be a
things
family
90s, why he became a Raiders fan. But I understand it because of all that stuff. So, you got to give Ken a little credit. He's like, I can't be a fan of a team that has that many Cubs fans following it. I hate the
we
Cubs.
have family
that much.
members who were Cardinals fans. You know, obviously they're older.
Yeah,
They were Cardinals fans, and when they left, they're like, I can't like this Bears team. Right? Like, so I think that that still exists generationally with some people. We've become Bears fans. So like, let me not, you know, I'm not shit. I was there last Sunday with all these guys watching this fucking massacre, right? But it's just I feel like we process it differently. Like maybe it's because of the length of the season or something.
right.
But like I feel like even when the Sox we thought the Sox were going to be good and they were fucking terrible, we took it in a lot more stride than this. Like,
Agreed. Yeah.
so
I
I
think
want
Tracy,
a Southside team.
I think some of the outrage, though, I think some of what you're hitting on here is that for media companies, they are very dependent on the Bears season.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of dependence on that Bears season, and so oh shit, this is really fucking us by this team being so bad. And if people are starting to tune out, like we're saying, we are not going to listen to all this. I even told White Sox I haven't listened to you guys sound on. I usually always listen to them after the game. I always usually listen to Dave and Chief and Eddie after the game. I want to hear what they have to say about the Bears game. And I haven't brought myself to listen to them after the Lions because they're so bad.
I get that too, but there's a way to do it because Doug and OB post game, I almost rather when they lose listen to them.
True.
Like if they win, I didn't really care to listen to them. When they lost, it was such a maniac show that like I did want to listen in. So maybe it's in Bums. I apologize. I haven't listened to last week's show. Maybe it's more maniac. Let's go more maniac. less whiny. Less whiny.
Let's whiny.
Because I feel like the other stuff that I've ingested has been whiny. It's been whiny stuff. Oh, how do we get here? What? It's the GM. Blah blah blah. Dude, you got to go. Fuck that guy. He should have made that block. I'm gonna.
Yes.
I wish I could break his legs for him. You know, like maybe a little bit more fire and passion, and then maybe a little less. And again, with the Bears, I'm more like what I was talking about earlier with the Sox. I'm way more irrational with the Bears. Like I don't know shit about football. So like I'll be irrational about it. But I did think, hey, what if we had a Southside team? Now, a question on top of that. If we're going to expand the league, where's your other team for the NFL? Where else you going for the NFL? When you look across the country, by the way, the Bills won. We're good, baby. But look across the country, and you think about all the football towns that you could have. And I warn you, we're already adding a city. We're already adding a team in Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't need to be a huge town. Maybe you look for something where like you could have a rabid fan base. Where are you guys looking? And Beef, I'll start with you.
You know, I'm just thinking about how huge Oregon has gotten in college football. I mean, do you put and even like so tangentially, the Portland Trailblazers have always been really well supported. Maybe you put a team in Portland, Oregon, and say, look, we got another West Coast team here. Let's kind of line this up because you got that long trip up to Seattle, man. There's a no break in the middle of that shit. And so like maybe somewhere like that. I think West expansion is where it needs to go. I think we have too much kind of in the in the East. So
could you imagine if Portland got a thing and like they tried to make it louder than the Seattle Stadium?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh man, that would be such a battle. Like each year they're just doing renovations to make one place louder than the other. That would be fucking awesome.
Can we put a team on the border of North and South Dakota so that both the states could combine and actually have a crowd that would show up?
Dakota.
Yeah, like the Super Dakotans or
Stop
something.
trying to get me in trouble with Figglesworth.
The commenters are in on this, Treasy. So John Ellis says throw a team in Canada. I don't know if the CFL is going to allow that. See, this is where we get.
I think there'd be some. Harp got Mexico City, and I think Mexico City is where I would put a team.
JT says San Antonio. Alfred said Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is my second choice because they embrace the Jazz. John Carney, St. Louis, like the 15th time, like that. Tadahito, Salt Lake City. Here you go. Teresa Harp says Toronto or Mexico City. Mexico City would work. Yeah, absolutely.
Mexico City would be wild.
Listen,
that's super altitude.
Yeah,
that's higher altitude than Denver.
It is. So you'd be in 80-yard field goals there.
When the current administration takes over Canada and names it North America, we'll be able to put a team there, no problem. So don't worry about that. We're just going to call it North America. So we're fine.
K-Dog says, I'd say Austin, but Jerry Jones would shut that shit down.
Yeah.
C. McD says Portland Axis. Oh, I like that name. Bigglesworth is in here. She says, oh, geez, here we go.
I knew they were setting me up.
The comments are in on it. They're like,
don't tell me that I need to adopt 4 fucking dogs, okay, and make me think about it. Like, come see these dogs. Come on. I can't be
Megakota.
Bearstown actually brings up a great point.
Ooh, I like this.
Back in San Diego. That's a good idea, actually. Yes, yeah. They should put a team back in San Diego.
You know, it'd be awesome if they named them the Superchargers. So fuck the LA Chargers or the San Diego Superchargers.
I like that a lot. So.
I did like Robin Williams once called Canada a loft party over a great or loft apartment over a great party. Just can't get in there. But no, that's a good idea. I would love it. I would love a South Side team. Fuck the Bears. They can go to Arlington. Give me something good.
Go to Arlington and we'll get ourselves a nice South Side team. I like that idea. That sounds great.
Let's fix the parking and then I'll be real into it.
I got just not at Soldier Field.
Yes.
No, not at all.
That's not the South. I mean, it's technically on the South half, but it's not the South side. Let's get a South side stadium. Would be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
all right,
no question about it.
Boys, we've come to that point. It is time for thank yous and GFYs. MySoxSummer, who are you thinking are GFY?
Oh, so my all my thank yous go out to everyone that showed up Tuesday. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are safely the same way. Thank yous to everybody at the Sox. We said thank you to Mike plenty of times. And I thought it was great that Ozzy came on that show and talked about how great the promotions were all year. And I think Mike and his team killed it this year. So thank you to that. And thankful for being included. And I know this is goofy, but in the 125th year of the Chicago White Sox, they gave out a bobblehead of their fans. And I don't know if there's ever been a fan group that's been recognized by the actual team as a giveaway at the stadium. Seventh Line has a lot of stuff.
Same year. 7 Line and us this year we both got recognized.
They got one too. Okay, nice. Okay,
nice. That's the one that Pete Hand showed in the video. So who was the strike 3 guy? The I forgot what his name is, but
shit. Well, then I gotta watch that again. All right. So now we're at 2 that I know of. So I'm sure there's more. There's probably some weird ones out there, but that's awesome. Now my go fuck yourself comes today. While I'm driving my daughter to an appointment. Folks, this is happening way too much in the car for me. Just because you think you've waited long enough does not mean it's your turn to go at a 4-way intersection. Okay? I roll up into this intersection. I am the last arriving person. There is somebody directly across from me. There are people on my left and my right. The person directly across from me appears to be the one that gets to go. They go. The 2 people that are on the other side, they go. I start to go, and the woman looks at me like she's going and is going to turn into me. I roll down, my window's rolled down because it's a little warm outside, and I yell, "Wait your fucking turn!" with both my kids in the back of the car.
Yes.
And she's over there.
Let's go.
And she's like, like I did something wrong. Bitch, I'm sorry. I don't like to use that word all the time with women, but like, bitch,
which one? That's the victim. I'm the victim. Let's go, baby.
Down. You can't say you understand the rules of the road. It's not your fucking turn to go. If the person in front of you goes before I go, it's not your fucking turn. Just because you think it is, or you felt like you've waited long enough to be there. No, that's not the way it works. You need to wait your fucking turn. Now, when we're leaving, like a fucking bitch, a weak bitch, while we're driving away, I recognize the error of my ways, and I tell my daughters, that was not appropriate. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. And my oldest
knowing your kids are in the car, it makes it so much better.
My oldest daughter goes, "No, Dad, you were right. You should have told her that." And I was like, I have just created a monster. Like, she's gonna be totally crazy. So go fuck yourself to that woman that can't wait your fucking turn to go on a 4-away. You suck.
MSS, just reminding you ladies not to drive. Beef, who are you thinking of GFY? Who are you thinking
First,
of GFY?
I want to ditto everything MSS said on his thank you. Not so much just GFY. I'll let him stand alone on that
you
one.
would have. You were
but his thank you, I agree. Thanks to all the people that came out. Thanks to everyone that supported us. Thanks to the White Sox. I mean, Mike Downey and Brooks Boyer have had our back for a lot of years. And so it's really appreciated sticking by us. Everything that's gone well there. I'm going to go a little esoteric here, Chorizy, but I want to thank, and these are people that you know, and only you and I know. I want to thank Boot, Clam, Arby, Stat, JB, Thremp, Tom G, Tom Cowley, and the rest of the old Riding Dirty IRC channel. Because without that part of my life, arbing sports betting and all that shit, I'm not sure I would have the confidence to suggest we should be doing From the 108 and do a bunch of content. If you guys remember, it was kind of like, we need to put this out there. We need to do our thing. And you guys were down with it. But I don't think I would have thought, yeah, let's do this. We can make this work all those years ago without having done that with those dudes. And so
I mean, I also
thanks to them dudes back in the day.
I agree, because I don't think we would have had the inroads with some of the people that we've come up with, right? Like, so like with guys like Sammy and stuff that was on tonight, like a lot of that knowledge and things that we built during that time all flows into when we were out in Vegas at Bet Bash, like having those conversations.
So we can talk with these boys.
We'd be way on the outside of those conversations. It was great to be in the midst of that. And like, so I think like all the experiences you draw on during your life, but those guys were definitely instrumental in just like us doing what we do, Beef, of like, let's just
try it. We could do this. We could figure this out. Yeah.
You can figure it out. Go and do the crazy thing.
Exactly. Just go do it. Yeah.
It works out. It works out for sure.
Teresa, how about you, baby?
Yeah, I obviously want to thank Mike Downey specifically. Let's just thank him specifically because he took a chance on this. Like that could have went really poorly. I was thinking about like if I were in his spot, I would have been you guys got to buy like 200 tickets and then we'll do it. And so I appreciate the chance that he took on us. I just want to thank Casey Standahar.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Like that's putting us on NBC5. This is not Twitter. This is not the Sox doing like a thing that's on the side.
No, they didn't know about that. No one knew about that.
No. Goddamn NBC5. Goddamn terrestrial TV station. Like throw this out. It's fucking awesome. I can't believe she stepped out and did that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations on your engagement.
Oh, hell yeah. Good for her.
He's very good looking. Yeah.
But I'll just double down on all of it. Thank everybody who's listening to this. Thank the people that came out to the thing. Like all of you are why this even can happen. Why we could have a bobblehead. Why we could do this. Harp, 100%. Go back to the beta roundings. There's 6 of us trying to drink 200 beers. You know, like
At a small tailgate, right? Exactly.
it's just incredible. And I appreciate all that, but I appreciate you two guys most of all, because I think like here's part of it. Here's part of it. I get a little sappy here for a second.
Let's do it.
But I think that like there needs to be people that push each other to do a really good job. When not in anything. I've been in a ton of bands, and when you're a band with a bunch of people that are not that good, which me, right? Like you don't get any better. When you get that one guy though, that's way better than you guys, it brings out like, oh, you got to catch up. You got to figure this out. You got to learn this. And I appreciate that the three of us in every aspect of this have just kept pushing in different directions. I'm good at this. Why aren't you better at this? I'm good at this. Why aren't you better at this?
Mm-hmm.
And we've grown as people. We've grown in what we do. And I fucking just love working with you guys. And I can't believe we got to have a stupid ass bobblehead with a removable pole. It's just the most ridiculous fucking thing I've heard. It happened. And I love you guys, and I love everybody who's listening to us. And we will see you next week, because this is just what we fucking do.
Yep.
Thanks for spending your little Friday with us. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We gave you your fill of baseball, beer, and bullshit. Now it's time for you to go do horny stuff. We'll see you next week. Espanol, that's adios, motherfucker.